come out to play. Warriors, come out to play.
All right, y'all know what fucking time it is, man. It's the Behind the Scene podcast. D Smith, what's good, bro? That's how we open in this motherfucker, man. What's good, bro?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Man, let me get plugged in here. What's good, bro? What's going on? My D, live from the Batmobile. You hear me, cuz? Where you at, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I'm on the other side of the mitten, halfway through my journey.
I dig it, man. I dig it. See, I you know what I mean? If I didn't have a couple drinks, I would have hit the intro, but that intro was good enough right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Monday Night Warriors, dog. Monday Night fucking Warriors. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Not much.
I mean, yeah.
That thing I showed you about inspiration for you for your death rights, bro.
Listen, man.
These people are nuts, man. I didn't even know it was that bad. I mean, I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad with some of the motherfuckers, bro.
Man, look, dog. I'm gonna keep it all the way. I keep saying that I'm gonna keep it all the way real, but like, what I'm gonna say is this, man. I think that the age of the influencer is gonna be here to stay. There's no getting rid of that. That's one of these things that's gonna be a staple in our lives until we're no longer here, bro.
Damn.
There's no escape. And like the part of it that I think is the most fucked up is somewhere along the way, influencers and innovators became the same thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To where a person who has a following on social media can be in the same room as somebody who makes natural advancements to society. Oh shit! And we got the Phantom in here.
Oh my hey!
Oh my God! Listen,
Backing.
Warriors. We jumping right off the top rope here, man.
What y'all get into?
Mid tangent. What I was saying is, I think that the era of the influencer is never gonna end, bro. Influencers and innovators are now one and the same. I don't think we can escape them, dog.
Nice.
Let me pose this question though. Do you think that it is possible?
Yeah. We 2 minutes in. 2 minutes in, bro. 2 minute drill. Let's go.
You think it's possible that we can get a mega influencer that tips the scale?
My bad.
That tips the scale in a way where we actually get an influencer that's actually productive and useful instead of that, you know, taking the concept and flipping it on its head or fighting against the whole idea of being just a shit poster. You know what I mean?
Okay. Do you consider is Elon Musk an innovator or influencer?
I say an influencer more than anything.
I mean, unfortunately, he's an innovator.
After I found out that he didn't make Tesla, I was like, oh, he's a fucking fraud.
Why is he a fraud?
Unfortunately,
in my opinion, he's a fucking fraud.
He didn't make. Him, Bill Gates, none of them made anything.
Oof, true.
I imagine you back
at least they were better about hiding it.
There was no internet.
True.
Right.
So Jobs would have dragged that man online when he stole his OS. He would have dragged that.
So we could. So we could have got the intellectual smoke back in the day. We could have got the IT smoke.
For sure.
I sometimes wonder about that too. I wonder what it would be like if we had Twitter in the 80s or 90s. How different pop culture would have been.
Can you imagine an Eminem diss when there was internet?
All the reactions, bro. Get your ass out of here. You ain't doing.
So how would Steve Jobs diss Bill Gates? How does that look? How does the Steve Jobs diss look towards going at Bill Gates?
So the techies, so us the techies, the purists, up until a certain point, we assumed Microsoft Bill was the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm imagining with internet around that time, that wouldn't have happened. We would have seen Steve as the good guy from the beginning, and Bill would have been the evil villain corporation.
Mm-hmm.
Evil. He would have been the oil company of computers.
Oil tycoon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
yeah, he would have dragged him like Steve would have been on that
We'll get to
protest,
that.
give it back to the people kind of shit. He's a hippie.
Mm-hmm.
He was a hippie, so he would have been on that like power to the modern day, the owner of Twitter before. The original.
What you got, cuz?
he would definitely probably let them know. He'd be like, yeah, man, you know, you didn't really do all your work in that garage, man. You had some help. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what I'm saying? Talking about ghostwriters, bro. What about your ghost engineers, bitch?
Yes, straight up.
Yeah.
I think the reason Steve wasn't a fraud is that he never claimed to do that shit. That was the difference.
Yeah.
Bill was walking around with them eyeglasses and his nerdy friends, acting like he just coded up an OS and a mouse and a keyboard, and he just made it all. He just made the monitor and the chips and the lightning and the fucking like he made
everything itself and everything.
Yo, y'all remember the clip of all the Microsoft dudes like playing Doom back in '95? Y'all remember that shit?
Bro, that shit was funny. It would have been a different era, bro.
Okay.
Different era.
So with that being said, then, so Elon Musk, you saying innovator, D. Smith, you're saying influencer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cuz what you think? Is Elon Musk an innovator or influencer?
So I gotta choose just one because he's both.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But which one is my bad? Go ahead. You got it. My bad.
I was gonna say, like, you know, because like when you think about it, he has enough money to be an innovator to make his own, but then he has enough money and influence to just be an influencer. I mean, you know, he got a deal where the government paid him out Bitcoin and crypto before, and then, you know, he turned around and was like, yeah, I said I was going to influence for y'all, but fuck y'all, I'm keeping it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so in this age that we live in, what's more important?
I would say in this age, it'd be a influencer. Just as an innovator, you could make something that could be great. Like, how many of y'all know about the machine that can make water out of air, out of water vapor?
Ain't they killed that guy that made
they killed one?
I thought.
But there's one guy who was in the military where he has a contract for it. They haven't killed him because, well, obviously he's trained. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, so between, because again, the line between innovator and influencer has gotten blurry here, and I want to get an understanding, because in the age of social media, you could be the smartest person in the room and it won't matter if people don't follow you.
Facts.
Whereas in the past, I mean, use Oppenheimer as an example. He was the smartest guy in the room, right? Was he the smartest guy in the room?
Yeah. We'll go with that.
At least
just barely enough.
Okay. There was a time in human history where the smartest guy in the room held a certain amount of respect.
The inventor, the philosophers.
Exactly.
Yeah. They
had a certain amount of respect as far as what it was that they were doing. You didn't have to be 6'2". You didn't have to have a full beard or a full head of hair or any of that bullshit. You were the smartest guy in the room and you were respected because of the knowledge that you had in your field, right? Like nowadays, Joe Rogan is more important than Neil deGrasse Tyson. Elon Musk is Tony Stark, according to some people, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The most important people in the world aren't the smartest people, or they're not the people who can make the biggest impact. The most important people in this world that we live in are the people that have the biggest following. And I think that's kind of fucked up, bro. 10 minutes in. We're 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Warriors. let's keep going. Let's go. Like, what do y'all think about that? Is that a sign? How do y'all feel about that? If you're raising kids or if you're looking at the future, what does the future look like when the most important people, the people who have the biggest impact on our world, are the people with the most followers instead of the people with the most knowledge? What does that look like, Charles?
Uncle Jack on that legacy shit now, bro. He's on that legacy thing now. He's trying to change the world. I think that it was really bad a few years ago, but I think it's changing. So Elon's a weird one because PayPal probably wouldn't have gone where it got without Elon. SpaceX probably wouldn't have gone where it got. So he's smart enough. So Joe Rogan, objectively smart enough, right? So like the Logan Paul era, that shit I feel is on the decline. Like what happened was there was an article that came out like late last year where things are gonna move from like those professional influencers to just literally everyday people watching everyday people. So like it's gonna, so the saturation of the professional skits, all that shit's dying down to just the your phone on watching somebody drive and buy groceries. Like that's just
Yo,
let's go to the grocery store, y'all.
Porn, to amateur porn. Now you're watching OnlyFans. Now you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all on its way out. So with the influencer thing, I think that will happen is as they go back to average people just watching us watch a podcast.
fuck.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, gonna get there.
I'm gonna watch
podcast. Eventually, I think something will glimmer out of like the innovator, the philosopher, or somebody that's actually saying something of content. That person will shine more as everybody moves to just this reacting to reactors.
Fuck this
While
this
reacting. Gosh, man, reality TV called this shit
Crazy,
years ago, bro.
And a reality
I have
TV.
no idea.
But
No idea.
Yeah.
Look, this is a special episode right here, bro. 13 minutes in. Let's keep going. Let's
Reactors, man.
reacting.
We missed the reactor economy, bro. I remember when Snapchat came out. I was like, I think that was 2011, 2012-ish.
Yep.
I'm like, nigga, this is gonna be kind of crazy because people are taking snaps of themselves like watching something. I'm like, what happens when like that level of separation happens again? So you're outside of the snap, you're just watching yourself, and then boom. I don't know when did it start? Does anyone know when it started with the clip of the person inside? It was reviews. It was fucking reviews. It was reviews that started it. It was reviews. They would put their face, they'd pause the video, they reviewed the trailer.
Everybody's like reviewing fucking.
Yeah, that shit.
It was reviews, bro.
That shit or
That's where it started.
that shit.
Oh, this is my review of the teaser trailer of the teaser. Yeah, y'all remember now.
Gosh, man. Bro, that was around that time. Like
Downhill since then.
2012, 2014, somewhere around there.
Around there, bro. It was
Getting a
Snapchat.
bunch of dumbass people sitting in their chairs like this. Be like, all right, let's watch this.
Yeah, Snapchat, YouTube. Oh, but y'all, what's that new shit? What's that shit where the people are becoming virtual while they review shit? Like they have like an anime.
I know what you referring to, but I have no idea what it's called.
It's like they
take like an anime chick and then
it's like an anime, like so you're an avatar.
Yeah.
As you're doing your reactions, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. Bro.
I don't know, man.
That's That's some crazy work, bro.
It is. It was the filters thing. Snapchat started the filter thing, and then like, I mean, it's gradual, bro. It's like a filter. Oh yeah, why not? You know, why not? Yeah, filter, and then become like a 3D avatar of yourself.
Yeah. Because then we started with the stupid like glasses, dog face,
yourself, and then boom,
next is gonna be full on anime shit.
You're goddamn, you're a fairy with wings and a wand and shit. That's you. The real you is the mask.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's you now, bro.
The real you is the mask.
And wait till legislation drops for that shit.
The influencer. We'll talk about that offline.
Yeah.
Hashtag death rights, right? But with all that being said, though, I mean, I don't think there's anything that tops being an innovator, though, right? When you think about the people who really have made an impact on our way of life and the world that we live in, those are the innovators. A person who is an influencer, they're going to be rich. They're going to make their money. They're going to have people who follow them, and they're going to stake out their foothold in this world, but they're not going to make anything better for anybody. They're not going to change the world. They're not going to do anything that matters in 100 years. They're not going to do anything that actually counts in terms of making a real impact. And I'm not saying that from the perspective of being a hater or nothing like that, but I'm just calling it down the middle. You know what I'm saying? We used to joke back in the day about like, would you let Mike Tyson punch you in the face for $1 million? That was a joke that me and my boys had back in high school, right? And then you fast forward 30 years later, and there's a guy that's literally going to make tens of millions of dollars to get punched in the face by Mike Tyson.
Facts.
What does that mean, though? Like, what is that a sign of? You know what I'm saying? At what point do pestilence and starvation drop? After a guy, like, at what point does the rapture start to download after that happens? When Mike Tyson is fighting someone that's never, like, what?
It's funny that you said that. I saw an article saying it's not too late for Logan Paul to drop out. No. And it just showed a picture of Mike.
Look, hold on, but dog, look, you wouldn't if you were gonna make whatever he's gonna make for that fight, you ain't pulling out of that, bro.
Hell yeah, I'm pulling out of that.
No, you're not.
That's the cool thing. I'm going up against a bear. Hell no.
You're not. No, you're not.
No, you're not. No, man, I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb to fight a moving Mack truck. Fuck roaches.
Mark, cuz listen, if I could see the look on your face right now, look, for whatever dollar amount is on that check, you're gonna let Mike Tyson get that. You're gonna let Mike Tyson hit you, bro.
Hell no.
Sorry.
No. Okay. 1 punch, there, maybe. But a whole fight, fuck no.
The whole fight is one punch.
Exactly. No. Hell no. That's how you lose. Everybody that went up against One Punch Man got their ass beat mistakenly. Fuck that.
Look, but if you knew what the guarantee was on that check on Netflix, D. Smith, you are taking that money, bro.
No.
D. Smith.
No, Mike Tyson, maybe somebody else. Mike? Nah.
I fight Mayweather. You know,
right.
I gotta try to hit that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got him.
Dog, you taking that money, man. Cut the bullshit. You're listen, see, hold on, man. Hold on.
I'm not getting mauled by a bear.
Hold on, cuz
30 seconds.
Hold on, Mark. Let me talk to you for a second, dog. You're an accountant. What are you talking about right now? You are not gonna advise one of your clients to not take that punch to get millions of dollars. You're not gonna do that. If you're the accountant, you're looking at your client saying, please take that punch so I can get my commission. Please.
But I'm not that type of accountant. I'm gonna talk to you and be like, look, hey man, you go out there, you can't embarrass yourself, get this money, get this ass whooping. There's nothing against it, right? You can take that fall. You can lose the championship. You can do that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's gonna forget, right? I get it, but I'm also a man. I'll be damned if I'm just gonna do any old thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell Diddy no. No! You gotta tell him no. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have dignity. No, if you know, like I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm part of the Samurai Code and the Ninja Code. You don't fight nobody you know you can't fight. You know what I'm saying? You don't fight no war that you know you can't win. Now I get it. If it's for a paycheck, me ends meet. But I'm straight. I'm not an influencer. See? Who he fighting is an influencer. He needs people to be like, okay, I like Paul. You know what I'm saying? I like him because he went and fought a bear. He did some crazy shit. No, me, I'm going to befriend the bear. We're going to make money together, and we're going to have some big-ass bushes of berries with some honey, okay? Ready to go do all of that.
Well said, Martin.
Oh shit, I don't know where Charles went, bro.
I'll be
Just
back.
pop back up.
All right, but I mean, look,
because
right,
I kind of want to slightly continue this conversation.
My
go
bad.
ahead, go ahead, D. Smith.
By asking Charles. Charles, you see that video I posted about young kids wanting to use a typewriter?
I think
Bring it to that.
I did.
But you heard what the boy said? Like
No.
the idea that once it's been typed, it's there and it can't be erased.
That's a crazy concept.
He gave me hope, bro. Like there may not be a bunch of them, but at least there's some of them out there that are willing to say, "Fuck this digital shit. Give me analog." I'll take that shit.
What's happened has happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, to quote a movie that came out in 2020, what's happened, right?
Mm-hmm. But what do you think about that, Charles? The idea that there are kids smart enough to say, "Fuck this shit, fuck this shit. I don't want that."
All right.
Say that again.
That's Alpha. Was that Alpha?
I believe there's Alpha or Z. They said that they were anywhere from, gosh, like 15 to 20, somewhere around there.
I like that. Like it's like that's a profound statement. When I typed it, it's there. Like
yeah, and he was sending letters, bro, letters to people. Letters. That seems like an ancient ass concept.
Bro. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing for us to be limited by 90s and like to enjoy living that, despite what's around them. Yeah, there's some hope out there, man. I still think we gotta throw that generation away, though. But
oh yeah. Well, we'll save the ones we can save. We look at the litter and go, all right, these ones.
Hey man,
pour the gasoline, light the match.
I'm about that.
Okay, so let me get back to where we started here, right? Okay, so let's see here. Mark Zuckerberg, influencer or innovator?
Innovator.
Okay. Steve, or my bad, Amazon man. Innovator.
Without a doubt.
Yep, I agree. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I mean, people that brought in the, you know how I feel about that. They're the ones that brought in the future. I don't like it.
Right. But I'll be honest.
Okay, Tom.
Who?
Tom
from MySpace. Innovator.
I'm from
he's there early.
Framework.
Okay. You see what? Okay, so where are these guys at?
Tom?
Where's Tom?
He probably foresaw this shit and jumped all the way out.
Bro, I'll tell you what he did. He cashed out and he takes pictures around the world now. He don't have to do shit. That's literally what he does. He does photography.
They could have fucked
him.
He could have stayed in it. Mark should have been where Tom. They decided to stay in it.
Yeah.
Snapchat, they're trying to stay in it. Like there's people that are choosing not to continue after the shit they've seen. Y'all seen Billions? Shit.
I watched some of it. I get
Billions, man.
Episode. Look, though, when I seen my man in the opening intro,
in
the opening,
I'm just watching it, but like perspective of like money and like it talk Wall Street and the innovators and shit. I'm like, no, what? Like this shit. This was like a missing piece of like how we are here now that I do not watch. That I'm glad I watch now. I'm like watching it in foresight.
What is that on again?
It was
Billion.
on It was on Showtime.
Showtime,
It's on Showtime. Fuck.
Yeah, it was on Showtime. All right, hold on. Imagine what you got, cuz. I seen you unmute. What you got to say, bro? Go ahead, cuz.
Shit, I forgot what you said.
Tom.
Billion, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, wrapped it up.
Tom.
Tom. Yeah. Tom fucking he got a sale and he dipped. And then, you know what I'm saying, just like D said, he going around the world taking pictures. But my man still be posting like very motivating messages. Be like, you know what I'm saying, don't be no slave. Don't go to work. You ain't gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Be like, you find other ways to make money. He really own that whole like live your life, get away, get off the grid type shit.
Straight up.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. In hindsight, I got a lot of respect for Tom, man. Like I got a lot of respect for Tom. The idea that in order to use this app, he's automatically one of your friends on MySpace and he didn't post nothing. Like in hindsight, I gotta say cheers to Tom, man.
Cheers to Tom, man.
Cheers to Tom. We gotta pour it up for Tom, because I will legitimately say that early MySpace was done with well intentions. There were good intentions behind that.
I agree.
There was nothing malicious. There was nothing. MySpace was legitimately for the sole intensive purposes for you to talk to people that you knew.
And maybe meet a few that you didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Down the line, yeah.
Peripherals, if I can use that term, to meet people. Like, that's really what MySpace was. Shout out to Tom. You know what I mean? Because that, like, and I never understood. Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say, where were y'all and what were y'all doing around the time that MySpace was first started?
That was 2005, right?
5 or 4, because I was in like 5th or 6th grade.
Man, I didn't want to talk about that part. Damn, I was a freshman in high school, bro. Okay. But we ain't gonna talk about the rest of that.
No. That's it. I just wanted to know, like, where was your headspace at the time? Because that was like, I knew about chat rooms, but chat rooms were like just dirty little skinny mini things. That was like the first like big thing where people were like, yo, bro, you gotta check out MySpace type.
Yeah,
shit.
right. Because obviously for me, my first exposure to MySpace was through other people. I didn't know what that was. And I mean, obviously Black Planet before that, but you know what I'm saying? That's never that for some reason that's not a part of the history books of social media.
Oh man, I never knew about Black Planet.
Word?
I recently only found out about it a couple years ago.
Okay, to be fair, Black Planet, like Charles, for our age, Black Planet was for people who were already in college by the time that MySpace came around for us. Okay. So we don't have a frame of reference for Black Planet because everybody was already in college on their way to being adults during that time.
It came out before MySpace?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm not bullshitting. Hey, Mark. Cuz, let me ask you something real quick. Cuz, you remember, see, this is where my mutant memory is gonna come in, Charles. I apologize.
No, you're good.
You remember summer of 06 when your mom's brother came back to Muskegon with her family. Who are your cousins, man? Chelsea, who are her brothers?
Yeah, Chelsea, Nathan, and Caleb.
Okay, which one was oldest? Caleb was the oldest, right?
Yep.
Okay, Caleb, like Mark's cousin Caleb was the first person I ever saw on blackplanet.com. And that was in 2000 and that was either 05 or 06. That was the summer of 2006.
Yeah, that nigga was like about to graduate. He was about to go to college.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like while we was in the background playing Smash Brothers Melee, he was on blackplanet.com talking to people like back in Virginia or wherever they lived at. That type shit.
Yep.
Okay, wait a minute.
I was in fifth grade.
So what it sounds like, what you're telling me right now, is that the first social networking site was Black Planet.
Yes.
Yeah,
Unofficially.
and then it sounds like after that, it sounds like Facebook took their fucking idea and made it only for college students. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they tried to.
Unofficially.
Yo, wait a minute.
Let's talk about it. Let's go. Let's go. Don't make me pour another drink. Please don't, because it's a Monday night.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Can't be right.
Let's go, Charles. Let's go.
So we fumbled the bag.
We fumbled the bag.
We fumbled the bag hard.
As we always do, or it gets swooped up from us.
How did that?
But
We sing it for
remember, back then computers, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't a thing in a black household. We had all just got TVs.
True.
Right.
Niggas don't use computers.
Well, no, and I mean, go ahead, cuz. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, you know, at that moment, like once we did, that was another transition. Once the army rolled it all out and everybody's like, all right, to prove the general populace can have it, you know who got it first? Jewish people, and they passed it down. It was harder for us to get it. So by the time that, you know, even though we were set up on it, couldn't nobody connect to it, you know what I'm saying? The network was there, but ain't nobody connect where you ain't got no damn phone, you ain't got no modem, you know what I'm saying? AOL, you know, that slow ass dial up, you know? Took a minute.
Yo, Charles. Look at Charles, the look on your face, bro.
I get baffled.
All right.
I stumbled upon information where we were
Right. Because 05, 06.
somewhere multiple times.
Yeah.
And just nothing happened.
Yeah.
That
All right.
blows my mind.
So 05, 06, were you in Africa or were you back in Florida? Okay.
01.
Okay.
Yes, it says in September 2001.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
No bullshit, bro.
It says it was
Listen.
founded in 99.
Yo, on the College Dropout
Founded
album.
in 99.
Hold on. 2003, when Kanye West dropped the College Dropout album on the song "Get 'Em High" with Mos Def and Common, he has Talib Kweli in Common. He has bars. He says, what do he say, man? Oh God, see, blame the liquor. He says he's rapping about a chick that he met on blackplanet.com. You know what I'm saying? He said her name. Yeah, he's rapping about a chick that he met on blackplanet.com, telling her about how he's friends with Talib Kweli.
How do we lose all the time? Ow. 01? MySpace launched 3 years later.
Yes, I'm not bullshitting, bro. I am not bullshitting.
So
I just looked it up. September 1st.
Yep.
It's the launch date, but it shows that it was founded in 99.
But okay, I think there's two issues here. I think that again, like Majin was saying, during that time in the early 2000s, there were only 3 real purposes for the internet in Black culture. Y'all want to know what they were? Do I really got to say it?
No.
Music,
Okay.
porn, and anime.
Oh, anime? Okay.
Really? Already?
I don't think that early on, bro.
For the underground.
05.
For the underground.
Nah,
You're
right.
Music.
You're right. Fucking
porn.
right. Think about it, yo. We were watching fucking Dragon Ball Z on fucking Tsunami. When did Tsunami come out?
That was in the 90s.
99.
That was in I want to say like Boot, unless you knew somebody.
Hold up.
Okay, go.
No, my bad, brother. My bad. You got it, brother.
Okay, I was gonna say unless you knew somebody like pre 05, unless you knew somebody that could get you tapes, DVDs, you wasn't going on the internet for that. You might have knew a guy who knew a guy that knew a guy that said go to this website. And
So
then
the
you
reason-
still were worried because you might get a computer virus.
Yeah.
That was super.
Yeah.
weird.
So the
I
reason,
say pre 2005. After 2005, I think you're right.
so
But-
the
When did
reason-
when did LimeWire come out?
I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. I
I'll
feel
go
like
too.
I feel like LimeWire was just there.
Somebody hit me with a Google search. I'm driving. I can't do it.
I'm on.
Okay, so while you searching that, this is what I'm gonna say here. The reason I put anime in that category is because The older people.
2000.
All right, you know what? You know what? I'll give you that, D. Smith. I'll give you that. Anime.
2000. The LimeWire was a torrent system. It's not really there was no interface.
Right.
Like,
So
but here's my problem.
2000.
Why I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
oh, go ahead, Charles. You got it. You got it, Charles. Go ahead, brother.
MySpace, just like Facebook, somebody came along, Napster, and took it where it was supposed to be. So what happened? Like that somebody saw Black Planet, which was the first, even when, let's say it even happened after MySpace launched. The first thing whenever you make a new IP or you make a new invention is, who are your competitors? That's the first thing every investor asks.
Right.
Where were the people that could have flooded Black Planet with money when MySpace launched?
So
niggas don't use computers.
So let me ask you, I'm gonna answer that question. This is my answer to that question here. The purpose behind Black Planet was sex.
Okay, so it wasn't. It wasn't. Okay, so
it was not.
It has like a sound of like it was strictly sexual.
It was not. This was for college students. This was for Black college students to kind of link up via internet. It wasn't for the purpose of connecting with people. It was sex. It was sex.
When Facebook launched, it was they put two girls' faces there and you punch one. That's what it was for all of Harvard. That's all it was. There were no messages. There were no comments. It was two girls. Oh, hot girls. And you vote and you punch one.
But that was not, it wasn't.
Came in and said, bro, what are you doing? It can be this, this, and this. So where were Black Planet people that, hey, man, this is great as sex, but you're sitting on a gold mine right here. What was that? No more excuses.
No,
I'm gonna say it goes like this. Whoever was holding the keys behind the internet at that time did not want to let the currency flow and let it be. Simply, they seen that it probably was good and it had potential, but why would I let Black Planet surpass us and make all this money if I don't have? Insert whatever other planet you want. Minority planet. Just go with that. Keep it simple.
Well, after MySpace, the internet was open. No one's holding.
Right.
They're not holding keys. Nobody's like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
But at that point, it already had a rep. Just kind of like Craigslist or Backpages or fucking all the other shit. Backdoor.
Let me just add one more thing to that, cuz what I'm gonna say to answer that part, Charles, is that MySpace.
I'm so mad.
Well, no, but see, this is the part of it where it gets a little bit hazy, though, right? MySpace, people who were our age during that time were the majority of the people who were creating MySpace accounts.
Okay.
Our demographic. So let's say freshmen in high school to freshmen in college were the main people who were on MySpace when it really took off and opened up the internet like that.
Facts. Okay.
Black Planet was something that college students who were already adults were using.
I see what you're saying.
My brother, oh yeah, because like my brother started a MySpace page after the wave already passed. My brother's 5 years older than I am. By the time him and people who were in his age group jumped on MySpace, we were all on Facebook.
Fuck, we missed it.
The window of opportunity kind of closed because of the appeal of the demographic. MySpace was branded as social networking. Respectfully speaking, if you was on Black Planet, you was on Black Planet because you was trying to get some ass.
Fuck.
You was trying to get some ass. Again, Kanye West on Get 'Em High. His whole verse on that song revolves around him meeting a girl on Black Planet and trying to convince her that he knows Talib Kweli. And then Kweli comes in. What did he say? Hey, Kweli, please pick up the line so I can give her some dick all the time and get her high. I can't believe this nigga using my name to pick up some lines. Chick with birth control stuck on their arms like cigarette. And she think it's fly. She ain't met a real nigga yet. Come on, man. Excuse me if I'm inconsiderate. I got the bubble cushion. The sister can get a hit of it.
That's crazy. We missed that, bro. That's crazy. crazy we missed that.
That could have changed the world.
Charles, try not to think about it.
No,
man.
that could have changed the world.
That's
Try
like,
not to think about it, bro.
I don't think people understand that era, that like the idea that we missed that because of what, 2 years?
Disgusting.
2 years?
Disgusting.
It's gross that we missed that.
Disgusting.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
But I'm inclined to agree with Majin though, in that I don't think it would have mattered.
You don't think it would have made it?
I don't think it would have mattered either. Niggas don't use computers.
Well, hold on, D. Smith, you done said that like 5 times.
No, but like you know where I'm coming from when I say that, because we have the stigma in our own community not to do certain things because who we are.
In the early 2000s,
we're less likely to do things that are as a collective group. We're less likely to do alternative, non-urban things.
Okay.
So the idea of, even if we did try, only the people standing in this room right now would really be on board. And how many of us people standing in this room are really there? And then how many of us can afford to be there all the time? That's what I'm getting at.
Well, you make a good point there, because in the early 2000s, having the internet was not considered a standard of life.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a standard way of life in America to have internet. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It like, bro, we peeling back some layers here, man. This is
we had AOL in my house, but like we were in Miami one, and it was a white neighborhood. So
right.
That's a big miss.
It is historic, Charles. That's a historical miss. Historical.
The whole world looks different. If Black Panther came 2 years later.
Charles. Same thing with Black Wall Street. Same thing with the Negro League.
Oh man, the Negro League.
Yep. Because
why would I let you found out about that?
Go ahead, Maj. Go ahead, Maj.
Why would I let you have something that we don't have? God damn it. You're in my country, quote unquote. That's what they want to say. This is my money system. Of course. It's easy, man. I'm gonna cut off your supply. Because I can't come. I can't join, just like they're doing with the diversity loans and grants. They just ate that up in the government. We don't have a diversity and minority. You know what I'm saying? Now open this up to everybody.
Yo, why would I let Jackie Robinson play baseball in front of people that look like him? Why would I let him do that when he's the best athlete that ever lived? Why would I want that talent to just be limited to people that look like him? Damn, D. Smith, you had to say the Negro League, bro. Damn,
bro.
D. Smith.
Charles kept egging me on. Charles, go watch that on Hulu. Watch what you're feeling. You're gonna feel even more of it.
For real, you're gonna be like, this is crazy.
Josh Gibson, Satchel Paige.
Satchel Paige was like, oof.
The thing about tech is that it crosses.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, right?
You make a technological object, like it has an entity of itself. So like the race thing almost falls away.
Right.
But only in the hand of the user. And if there ain't that many of us using them that are bright, willing, and able to, how far do we really get?
So hold on.
Like the first Pokemon Masters was the first ones who found that they could catch Pokemon. They ain't tell everybody.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? They killed that.
So let's back up for a second here. So this is the thing that I want to ask y'all though, right? So let's go to an alternate reality here for a second, right? Where blackplanet.com, could you imagine a scenario where people from outside of the culture are downloading an app called blackplanet.com?
Absolutely.
Yes. Because why do white people hang out on Black Twitter so much then?
But is Black Twitter okay? But is there such is my bad.
Black rules, blacks only. White people all up in there like, I hope I can talk. Yes.
No, you know they just gonna pretend to be like, yo, brother, man, yo, man, yo, man.
Because this is the. Wait, go ahead. My bad, Majin. You unmuted. What were you saying, cuz?
Look, man, y'all ain't gonna have no barbecues, and I can't have some. It don't matter that my mom and my brother and my uncle and all that. It don't matter. They can't cook chicken like y'all. Y'all cook chicken like y'all. Y'all have the party outside. I'm joining. I might lie. I might put some blackface on. I might just say that Jamal over there is my cousin, just to get a taste and be invited. Just cause. Come on, dog. You know that. You know that. But, ooh, what are y'all doing? Can I come over?
Can I come over?
Exactly.
This going
Exactly. That's how it be. That's exactly how it be. They like
and probably rename it the planet. That's probably the more likely option.
It would have been called Planet Earth.
It would Planet Earth. They would have redone it completely. It wouldn't even be ours. The other factor, if they got funding, friendly funding, where they don't want to change everything, it would completely change Black relations in this country. It would have completely changed because we would have already been on a platform. White people or whoever would have joined. And the thing about Black folks, Africans, whatever, we are way more hospitable. It's our biggest strength and our biggest problem. No one's going to feel like they're being discriminated against because we are the ones in control of it. When it's anybody else, it's always a flip. But when it's us, oh yeah, come on in, sweetie. Oh yeah, come. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. You can't dance, that's fine. Just watch for now. You learn.
Yeah, here, take this plate.
Take this plate real quick. Go ahead. Just eat nice and slow. If it's too spicy, water. Always hospitable. It would be incredible. It would completely change. It probably would have been a global change from this, even though it's just one state.
Historical.
Now you're innovative. You can't mention one Black person. Now you're talking about one Black person, 2 Black people, 3 Black people. You feel me? It's a different world. It literally is completely different.
From where you come
now,
from.
the president looks so crazy being a Black person. Social media being the first social media being ran by Black folks. Oh my God! Can you imagine?
That would have lined up really good with Obama's campaign right there.
Oh, we fantasy booking we fantasy booking the new human history. That's what we're fantasy booking.
I didn't even know he was half white at all.
The world would just be different. I mean, completely. Like we would rule from the internet. They'd be like, yeah, I'd be like, hey, look, on Black Planet, they said that they like their chicken and their watermelon like this. You know, we wouldn't have no bullshit. But like, yeah, we got and we're gonna. Nobody would get the recipe wrong. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would get the recipe wrong. We ain't gonna have no watermelon pasta salad bullshit. We wouldn't have that. Then we're gonna be like, no, you can't show up. You can't show up to the cookout without this thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it'd be completely different.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it'd be a different world. Who's singing?
Okay, my bad. Keep going.
Okay.
I just had to throw that in there. Let's keep going. My man said they wouldn't have fucked the recipe up. The algorithm would be ours. That's what we saying, right?
Yeah.
Because it already is.
Yeah. They would have
been
forced to deal with a true integration.
We would have X-Men still. I know they brought it back, X-Men 92, 94. We still have that. We would have Michael Jackson fucked around and bought Marvel. And Disney. We would have had all kind of shit.
It would have been different. Because that was the thing. Like we had
right
before social media, before the internet, social media, everyone lived in their bubbles. And you live in your neighborhood pretty white, whatever. There was no interaction. You got school, but even in school, you can kind of still. Social media kind of changed all that across the world, globally. The idea that but that was just messaging with AOL. The idea that you put pictures to shit and emotion and put what am I thinking today? All that shit humanized people from across all over. So like the idea that could have been Black folks post that the one that people have such a problem with humanizing globally and they would have owned that platform, completely different world.
So
Yeah.
let me just say something here, because see, this is where it gets.
That miss is worse than slavery. Yeah. Yeah. That miss is worse than slavery, I feel like. Yeah, that's a monumental moment that we were the first two and we were not there. That's wild.
And I think that's just there's some socioeconomic kind of issues that play into that though.
It sucks. It's just
right. It's just
again the amount of people in this room,
internet, like home internet was considered to be a privilege during that time. That was a premium way of life in the early 2000s before it became something that was a necessity for everybody.
Yeah. But think AOL. Why did you guys get internet in your house? AOL. That was the reason. So imagine replace AOL with Black Planet. If it became big enough. Replace AOL with Black Planet.
History changes, bro. Because y'all mentioned Black Twitter, right? and Black Twitter is fictional. Black Twitter is something that's up here. That's Ray. Listen, man, to borrow something from the movie Life, Black Twitter is just Ray's boom boom room. That's
Damn.
I'm keeping it a buck. That's what Black Twitter is. Ray's boom boom room. It's an imaginary place within an imaginary place.
Facts.
There's no standard to what fits into Black Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
At big Twitter.
Exactly. Nobody's getting paid off of Black Twitter. You don't pay to get that blue check next to your name, D Smith, like we said last time. You don't pay for the starter pack on Twitter and then pay for extra membership to get into Black Twitter.
Yep.
But yet every day of the week.
Ooh, don't give them ideas. You see this nigga.
My bad, Charles. My bad. My bad, brother. My bad. But
groups in Twitter, the paid membership.
Yeah, but yo, every day, every hour of every day, there are people who are on that app that believe that Black Twitter actually exists.
Yeah, that's its own thing. Yep. Black
Twitter might as well be Wakanda.
About Wakanda.
Respectfully, right? Respectfully. I'm right here with you. Brother. I'm right here with you. But who's getting paid off of that term, Black Twitter? Why the fuck is there a documentary being made about Black Twitter when Black Twitter doesn't exist?
No.
What? Never mind. Let me not.
Stop.
Influencing, trying to bring us back in to stay on the platform. Yeah. This is your house. This is our house together. Keep sending us money.
Who owns that app?
Elon.
Rhetorical question, obviously, respectfully. I'm not trying to play y'all, right? But this is the same guy that made people who are on that app believe that there's an agenda to cancel out the white male.
Oh, he's crazy. Oh, he's nuts now.
But there's a Black Twitter?
He's nuts. Y'all know he's nuts now, right?
Of course he is. But okay. Of course he is. But so to say that guy, there's a Black Twitter on his app? Get the fuck out of here, man.
So there's this novice manner of thinking that Twitter is bigger than that people like to, like, it's bigger than you. Concept that people that created something, people that are making money on something, that there's this concept that it's bigger than them. People always say these things. I don't know why, but people act that things are bigger than the people that created them. I never understood why people think like that, but they think like that.
Because it sounds good.
your feelings, and I understand. Same thing with record labels. All this shit's bigger than MG.
Right.
Universal Music Group. There's nothing bigger, bro.
Disney is the Disney brand is bigger than Walt Disney. Okay.
Yeah. The name's on Disney, nigga. They will cease and desist your ass when they want to.
Right, like nigga, like yo, this is real shit, bro. We just hit 55 minutes, man. This is amazing. Fuck, this is fire, bro. But just let's keep it going here. I mean, along those lines, I think there was a huge, just due to when that time, the timing on that was just all off, bro.
Really off. I was making a social media app when I was in college, and I stopped making it. And then I was working like, you find out very quickly that this isn't going to be one of those pull up your bootstraps. That's not how it works.
Exactly.
That's not how it works. So I made a game app for Zynga. I think I told this story that I met the president.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a publicly traded company. He gave me game, and I'm like, I would have been chasing this nigga all over, and I'm like, that's not how it works. They need to there's a PR machine that makes it look like it was from the gutter. Like there's a machine for that. It's not from the gutter for real.
Charles, what'd you say? He said we're just not gonna invest in some guy's app.
Yeah, we can't just invest in something. He said we're a publicly traded company. We can't just invest in some guy's app. That's not how it works, bro. I'm like, damn, that's not how it works. There's friendships and handshaking behind doors and a narrative that's built. And I'm not about conspiracy theory. This is just marketing.
No, I was just gonna ask you that. So how many of those things turn out to be bullshit that they write in the canon?
Just part of to get in Vanity Fair, to get you on the cover. There's a reason they do it that way. They have to check your background. They find out you're not a pedophile. That they can't just
why let all these motherfuckers slip through the cracks then?
$1 billion. It doesn't work like that.
No, that's real. That's real shit. That's real shit. It's bigger than just having a good idea.
Yeah.
Right. It's bigger than just.
It's bigger than fulfilling the idea, nigga. The apple's done. It's bigger than the product. It's bigger than the product, nigga.
So what's bigger than the product?
The influence. The influence is bigger than the product. The influence is bigger than product for sure. You need to shake hands. If I was that guy's friend, was a friend in Wall Street, and their best friend works at IBM, I was in. But that's not what I was. I'm just a nigga from Florida.
That moved to Africa and then moved back to Florida.
Nah. Doesn't work like that. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm not. When I get bread, I'll make an app, because then you pay off vanity, pay off. Oh, look at this guy from nowhere. Like, oh yeah. Just give me money. But when that kid from the gutter, that shit ain't real.
No, but see, that's an interesting, man. This is fire, bro. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it, bro. I'm gonna have to hit the bottles again. These
I low-key feel like they sell us that, so people keep trying this.
Oh shit!
I sell that way, the other way.
And she got water.
No, for real, bro. I'm gonna have to start banging some glasses here for the Warriors, dog. So with that being said, though, okay. So Charles, you kind of got the peek behind the curtain in that instance, right? Mm. In terms of how this tech world and all of that stuff works, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't take it personal.
Nah, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I remember when I was looking for that guy, I went to Zynga, California. I didn't know California was basically China. It was Asia. It's basically Asia. Let me not say China. It's Asia.
Wait, up north or south?
Asia.
I'm about to say, when you go down south, it gets more Latino.
I'm sure it does. Where they rich, that's for sure. It's Asia where they rich. I went to a black barber salon. There's an Asian that cut my hair. So yeah, yeah. I was surprised. Where's Kendrick? Y'all don't own California. The Asians own California.
Oh, wait a minute, bro. So he gave.
So yeah, I didn't even know that. So that was the first shocker because I was expecting, game, come out corrupt. I was expecting what's where's Dre?
Oh man, you walked in the barbershop and dog hit them clippers, bro.
Man, King Chong hit me with the clippers. And that was price. That was nice.
Yeah, $60, dog.
Yeah,
$60, yo.
The Zynga office. I'm basically a spec. I'm a spec in rice. Like it's just because the only other niggas is a security guard. I got to him. I'm like, hey, I need to talk to the president. He's like, what are you talking about, bro? He's like, I sold him. He's like, all right, and he let me in. And the president's like, how'd you get in here? I'm like,
I work my magic. Hey, black magic.
Moment.
How'd you get in here? It's wild. How did you get in?
Yeah, nah, man, you need to meet with you because you just gonna say that to my boy? How'd you get in here, nigga? We got a meeting. Matter of fact, I'm about to beat your ass.
You should have seen the place. I don't know why I wanted to rep the African shit. I wear my dashiki, nigga. I thought I was going to see Kendrick. Like I thought, like you guys were talking about LA and shit. Like,
no, bro. It's more like East LA these days, man.
Oh shit! My man said, "How did you get in here?" It's wild.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. That was a big shocker. I didn't know that like Asians own at least that part of where I went. But yeah, he just dropped game. He's like, yeah, no, it wasn't immediate. He was like, okay, show me the app. I showed him. He's like, give me my card. Then I was looking at my stats for the app. I saw them. I'm like, oh shit, Zynga's logging into my app. 1 week goes by. I'm like, shit, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, you should have called me in by now. Let me sign my paperwork. Put me on that Forbes 30 under 30. This is how. This is it. But now he called me. He's like, hey man, really amazing assistance kind of thing. Like, yeah, I couldn't say this there, but like we're a public traded company. We can't just sign. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't just sign people. I know the big thing wasn't the shocker was the build up to that because when I was making the game, I was reaching out to people on like LinkedIn and shit. And it's like you need 10K to launch it on Apple. I'm like, why 10K to launch it on Apple? So Apple does this thing where they spotlight new games, indie games, and you get on that list, you blow up. You know what I'm saying? Just off of anything. Someone looking for something to blow up. It's like you pay for that. You pay bread for that. It's not like someone isn't going through the games and like, wow, this is an amazing game, and put them on a list. That's not happening.
Okay.
It's all brother said it's all a fucking scam.
So
I remember
the system goes that far.
Words with Friends is also with Zynga. That game blew up because Alec Baldwin didn't turn the game off during a plane ride. This was like 2012. I don't know if you remember. They wouldn't fly the plane because he wouldn't turn his phone off. He said I was playing Words with Friends. It was a marketing ploy. It was a marketing ploy, bro.
Of course.
It wasn't just like a thing that happened. So like that year, that's when shit like changed with the way I think. Shit.
Right.
The headline
is rigged.
Right. So
a lot of the shit's rigged. Not a conspiracy. Don't get it.
No. Yeah. I know what you mean.
It's just smart.
Trust me, I know what you mean.
Right. So in this world of tech and influence and virality, if that's even a word that I didn't just make up right now.
2013, 2012, bro.
So in that world, right, there's no such thing as grassroots.
Nah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
So of course, right. Of course, when you get behind the curtain, the person who you thought was the Wizard of Oz is fucking hunched over talking into a fucking loudspeaker, right?
Facts.
Of course, that's what happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the question that I want to ask here is, at what point did the general masses become gullible enough to believe that there was no man behind the curtain?
Well, it's been, as someone that watches a lot of documentaries and stuff. It's a fabric narrative. You know, I'll use Walt Disney because people use him a lot. When you watch these documentaries and people talk about Walt, all his ideas, all the things that he did, all the creativeness behind Walt Disney and all that, and how they gush over him. He was just a motherfucker who was obsessed with trains. He's just like, people don't know how close that Disney became to just being train world. A world only about trains, because he was a man child that was, no offense to Walt Disney. I mean, sort of. He's kind of a racist, but you know, no offense to a dead man, but
is he really
he was
dead?
A man
though?
child that was obsessed with trains.
Is he really dead though?
Yeah, you know, they said they frozen, man.
Frozen.
Keep going.
Quick side note.
My man in a minute.
Quick side note. There's actually a basketball court in Manahorn, the place where he's supposedly frozen. There's a basketball court in Manahorn, or there used to be. There's screenshots of people like literally playing basketball in Manahorn.
Yo, what is this podcast turning into?
Anyway. But there's a whole thing about writing narratives and stories, so when people go back, they can look more mythic than they really are.
Right. But I think with where we are now, somewhere along the way, there's a disconnect there, right? And at the heart of all of this, going back to what Charles said, going back to what you said, D. Smith, I just feel like either people don't want to know what's behind the curtain, or when they get behind the curtain, they're it's the same thing. They're disappointed in what's behind the curtain. At the end of the day, they're disappointed in that. So in this age that we live in, there's no such thing as starting from the bottom anymore. Everybody pays to play, right?
Facts.
Everybody pays to play.
Yep.
In a publicly traded company, somebody with the best idea in the world is not going to have their voice heard because it didn't come from the inside. That didn't come from the inner circle, right? It didn't come from a place that could be controlled in a way that pushes the best interest of the publicly traded company.
Yep, of the investors. Yep.
You know, the people that you see on social media, the people that pop up on your YouTube shorts, they're not popping up on your YouTube shorts because so many other millions of people just happen to stumble along and tell their friends about this person on YouTube. No, nigga, they paid to play, right?
Yep.
Why do people believe that it's not pay to play? Is that more of a reflection upon the general public, or is it a reflection upon the outlet that gets them to the general public? Cuz you just unmuted. Go ahead, dog.
Yeah, that's the Ponzi scheme. I get you to believe that there's no paywall, and then you get invested. You start giving out ideas. Like, I'm just, not to be fucked up, but I'm gonna compare Disney to Drake. I'm gonna steal all this work. I gotta have somebody to make the work. I'm not an animator. I like trains, but I know how to build a company. I know how to act.
Transition. We're gonna get to that too. Keep going. I like where that's going.
I know how to act. I know how to portray that. I'm all about the kids, and I'm all about this, and I can put on a front because I can get that white man money. You know what I'm saying? I'm good enough to be in that spotlight. But when there's people every day that be like, yeah, man, I'm trying to make it. Well, what they say, you got to pay to make it. So I'm going to need some money for you to even market, for you to even have a marketplace here, for you to even have a TikTok or anything like this. I need something for you to be a part of this Facebook marketplace. Amazon takes like 15% of the shit that you sell on there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing. It's a paywall. It doesn't look like a paywall, but you can start today and you can make so much money. But as soon as the money hits PayPal, right, your percentage has already been cut.
Facts.
you know.
Chopped, right? So with that being said, the next portion of what I want to say before we get to the main event of the evening here is, at what point did people start worshiping other people? And let me elaborate on that first. Let me elaborate on that. Let me elaborate on that. Let me cook on this for a second here too, right? I feel like overall as a culture, the worst thing that I've seen as a 33-year-old man, right? Married with bills and all of this, with a real life that I got to live here. There's nothing more disgusting than seeing men online caping up for other men and meat riding for other men. And there's not, like, that's probably the most disgusting thing that I've seen in this age of social media is men.
A lot to what you just said too.
Is men modeling themselves off of other men that they've never met in real life, that they will never meet in real life.
Facts.
And that have no real tangible impact on the way that they live their day-to-day lives.
Sure.
Exactly. I couldn't imagine. I'd be sick to my stomach, bro. Like, rest in peace. Rest in peace to my pop, straight up and down. Rest in peace to my dad, because his birthday was yesterday.
Oh man.
For real talk. And I'm not saying this just to, like, I'm not saying this for no reason, but real shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be sick to my stomach if I knew that my dad modeled his life after someone that he'd never meet in real life.
Facts.
That's disgusting, bro.
It is.
That's like, you know what I'm saying?
Be honest. It's
Like,
really childish.
You see what I'm saying? That's disgusting. Like one of the realest men in the entire world is my Uncle Mark. My cousin Majin's father is one of the realest people walking this earth. It would make me sick to my stomach if I knew that my uncle modeled the way he lives his life off of somebody on the internet.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's some nasty work out here.
It connects to your disconnect question.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Let's
Oh. Go ahead, Majin.
Yeah, you got it, cuz.
I was gonna say respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, just on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, learning from my dad and be like, yeah, my dad was like, yeah, well, you know, I fashioned my life after, you know what I'm saying, Tupac, because I seen it on a post. You know, like some of these people do for like Andrew Tate and shit like that. It would be wild. I would look at my dad like, nigga, who are you? You know what I mean?
Respectfully, right?
Exactly.
So this is I think this will be this is interesting.
Let's go, Charles. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
It connects to the disconnect thing where you're talking about last and about paying to play. And I think it connects to the paying to play, and also connects to the why people don't believe there's someone behind the curtain. That people think that as long as there's no exchange of cash, that doesn't mean they're paying.
Ooh, good point.
The richest thing the rich people figured out was monetizing literally everything. That's what the rich folks. Once they figured out to monetize everything, you get on YouTube and talk all day. You give us your attention all day. You drive.
As long as you stay in the box.
You drive traffic to my site. Did I say that for a third time? You drive traffic to my site all day.
Let's go.
Hey, you drive traffic to my site. You drive traffic to my subsites.
Let's go.
All day, and I throw an ad your way. All day. That's all day. Inundated with ads. All day. An ad just went by my stream link just now.
Mm-hmm. There's now ads when you're watching TV on cable.
They've complete like when 10
when
years ago.
When you pause it, it shows ads now.
They've completely made everyone complacent to day, minute to minute, second to second advertising. It's nonstop.
Let's go.
It's nonstop. They've monetized your life, your just life. Just listen. So now pay to play, you are paying. Whether you're paying with dollars or not, you're paying.
You're paying with. Ooh, go ahead, Charles. Keep going.
Goes into the fucking idolizing celebrities. You're watching them all day. You idolize celebrities, but that behavior is something you typically grow out to. When I was a kid, I want to be Simba. I want to be Mufasa. I want to be fucking astronaut. And then you grow out of it. The issue is that there's no growing out. That's what's happening. We emulated kids. Power Rangers, Samurai X,
Goku.
But again, when you're not aging out of it, and what did we say about anything that needs to be profitable last time? You normalize.
Yep. Ooh, wait.
What happens, Uncle Jack?
So we've normalized.
You're 46. You're Goku at the cosplay party. Oh, no one's gonna like that.
So it's been
like that.
So this time around,
but it's the truth.
No, you're right. So it's been normalized now. So now it's been normalized.
There's bread.
Super chats have been normalized.
Ooh. Yep.
You look, in 2009, 2008, spending your money, and don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna knock nobody's hustle. If you get into the bag, get to your bag by all means. By all means, capitalism is a system that we are in, and that system dictates that you need to get to the bag to survive. Yes. At the end of the day,
absolutely.
If we ever even get to the point where $1 is made off of this channel, off of these conversations that we have, that's a blessing. I'm not gonna knock any of that. However, there was a point in time where you'd be looked at as a meat rider if you were giving super chats to somebody online, bro.
Give money to women.
Yo, facts.
You give money to women. What you doing giving money to this random man?
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Now you got masculine men that make a living off your super chats. Yeah. Freshman. I said the names.
No, that's a fact though. That's a fact. So
ding,
so,
ding, 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 ding,
so
ding.
when we get to that point, D. Smith, I'm gonna ask you this question. Mm-hmm. Is it more of a reflection upon the culture, or is it more of a reflection upon the person who's consuming that kind of content and looking to get something out of that kind of content that they can carry over into the real world?
I believe it's the second one you said. Okay. Most definitely. Mostly because things have changed. Like I'm gonna speak for myself. How many of us are actually watching TV? Like, in fact, the numbers show, like, recently I saw something about cable being down so much percentage wise, and the most bread to be made is here on YouTube, because most people spend their time here on YouTube. YouTube is the best. I'm gonna say it now. It might be the best platform ever made in the last 10, 15 years for content, because where can you go to exercise, to philosophize, to enjoy old and new content from decades ago, multiple decades ago, education, like-minded people, all of that. It's Facebook and cable rolled up in one.
Bro, YouTube is the closer time machine, dog.
Yep.
Yes. Ooh. Yep. So true.
Fact.
So true.
Absolutely. But
Absolutely.
Again,
so I could see people paying money, like the Black Lords. I throw money in the chat every once in a while, because I don't really watch anything else, and I enjoy them, and I like seeing them grow. So I'll throw a couple of dollars in the pot.
Yeah, don't want to confuse support of what like that.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna die. Like, I need this kind of not way different.
Right.
Oh, you mean what we used to call e-begging? Please give me $5.
Well, see, there's a difference. What you saying, D. Smith, is that you're paying into the content because of the subject matter, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're not giving super chats because you need advice on how to
okay.
Like you're not donating you're not giving up super chat money to learn how to iron a shirt and tie a tie, and what cologne you need to buy When you know what I'm saying, you're not.
women. No,
Yeah,
no,
like you're not doing this shit on how to order food on a menu and all of that shit, bro. Like,
I don't order a mail order bride.
you see what? Yeah, like,
okay.
Nah, way different.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like specifically, and see, I'm not trying to be on no Alex Jones.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be on no shit like that. But
Turning
like,
the frogs gay.
oh man,
They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
I'm not trying to be on no shit like that. But like, what I've noticed is that the strangest thing to me, specifically in seeing what's on the internet, what's on social media, what's on YouTube, is that men are worshiping other men. And to me, there's no way that that's ever going to make sense to me, bro.
Let me say this point. As someone who didn't grow, like I had a grandfather and an uncle. As someone who did not grow up with a father in his life,
right?
I find it so fucking weird. Guys that got raised by fucking daddies are going to, and they're in their late 20s, early 30s, going to another fucking man for daddy advice.
You're looking for a daddy.
Bro, what were you doing all those years? As someone who didn't grow up with a father and knows better than you, what the fuck were you doing that you need someone else in your 30s, in your late 20s, early 30s to go teach you some shit? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? And you had a dad?
I got daddy issues, and that's on me. What Kendrick said, man, shit go deep. Shit go deep.
Well, hold on. What you were saying, Charles?
I said they're not maturing.
But why?
We always go back to it. Like, look at all the facets we had for maturing. Mr. Rogers, fucking Lion King. Like, we learned people really cared about like what they were feeding us. Like, they're not maturing, bro. They didn't have any of that. Especially, this is Gen. Let's be real. These are Gen Z people we're talking about.
Yo,
I say tail end millennials. I say tail end millennials.
You saw some people our age doing this?
Yes, bro.
Oh well, they're just
unfortunately, yes, bro.
They gotta die.
No. They'll eventually like get it. You know, like they're nothing but grass eaters, as I've been told.
Our age though?
Yeah, yes, bro.
Hey, you will be shocked, man. There are some motherfuckers out there that cannot take care of themselves, bro.
Look, there's a lot of nasty work out here, man. A whole lot of nasty work, and I don't want to be an asshole. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. I'm not an advocate. I'm not really into any of this red pill bullshit. I'm not really into that. I'm into the real world. I'm into what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I'm into the real world, bro. But that's always gonna be something that seems very strange to me, and I think that. Again, it just seems weird to me that you got a generation of young men that are online looking for a daddy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. And like, respectfully, how can the internet tell you what it means to be who you are?
Oof.
It can't.
But like, how did so many people get hoodwinked into believing that they could be told who they are in the Matrix?
We know the wrong people brought
us in. That's that's some of the realest shit that I've ever heard, Charles. Straight up and down.
The wrong people brought us in.
That's some of the realest shit I've heard in my life, bro.
The wrong people brought us into this era, bro. The wrong people. They weren't concerned. I wish Tom stayed.
Yeah.
I wish Tom stayed. I wish Steve stayed, because the people that made this stuff, you can tell from the passion of what they made, and not the people that hopped on it and profited. They would have had an idea of where this could go.
Right.
So,
right.
We lost all of our original innovators to people that want to make money, to the richest people in the world. And that's how you know the idea was potent.
Facts.
It became cool to become a scammer, and then what do white people become? What have they always been?
Yep.
Wait. So influencers are scammers?
Yeah, come on, bro. Where did Zuckerberg didn't Zuckerberg get his idea from his partners?
From his what?
from his
Or he
partner.
had partners.
Oh, yeah, he's
Zuckerberg had partners.
right now. Yep.
I had no idea.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
then he cut him out.
Oh, yeah. Zuckerberg.
He
My
stole
bad.
it from
I'm
the
thinking of
people at
somebody
Harvard.
else.
Yeah. And
Them two.
then he cut him out, just like Bill Gates did. Bill Gates got nice and high and mighty.
Yep.
And then he cut him out. Said, I'm the one that made the fucking computer.
Snapchat.
I made the operating
There
system.
was three.
No damn well you don't even know how to code.
Hold on.
They all fucked each other over. Snapchat too. There were 3 of them that cut their friend out.
See, look, it became cool to become a scammer.
That's it.
Okay, so that goes to the next thing though. Okay, see, let's keep going here, bro. Scammer, right? It became cool to become a scammer. I'm gonna take it one further than this though. It became cool to become a degenerate.
Ooh, most definitely.
It became cool to become a degenerate. You know what I mean?
When did that happen?
Recently, at least in the last decade.
And again, I'm not saying this from a stance of a moral high ground. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody's gonna get on the internet and pretend to be holier than thou. But it became cool to become a degenerate because, like, all right, prime example. Let me just go on a quick little rant here. Like, my brother told me the same thing that we've been talking about in the chat. Shout out to Killer Cam. Shout out to my big brother. My brother told me that he thinks that we live in a simulation because people are able to do things with no consequences. That's his theory on that. And I don't disagree that there are no consequences. I think that where we took a turn in Western culture is that when consequences and morality and the type of person that you are took a turn from your quality of life, that's where everything got fucked up at. When it became clear that you could be successful as a degenerate, as a sociopath, as a scammer, as a person who is not of a high character, other people saw that blueprint and aspired to be that. Instead of aspiring to be their father that worked hard to put food on the table. Instead of aspiring to be like their teacher that takes a bump. Look, I'm cutting a fucking promo right now.
Go ahead.
Instead of aspiring to be like a Mr. Rogers that teaches you how to tie your shoes and figure out what 2 times 2 is, or
George Bush 2000,
or your teacher at school that's getting paid a shit salary driving a busted ass car to teach you how to write a fucking paragraph that's longer than 3 sentences. When Western culture told us that that was a joke and that there was no way that a person could win that way, it was a wrap, dog.
Ooh.
It was a wrap. When the people when the people that the younger generation started to look up to were all sociopaths, they got to where they were off of the backs of somebody else, off of scamming, like Majin said, and off of not being a quality human being, it was a wrap.
Yep.
Right? One more thing, D. Smith. Hold that thought, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize, brother.
No, you didn't.
Right? When it went from when the definition of a high quality man started to meet height requirements, salary requirements, and what the emblem on your keys to your car were, as opposed to who raised you? How do you take care of your mother? How do you treat your family? How do your peers look at you? When a high quality human being became something that could be monetized and fit into a box, everything went downhill in Western culture, bro.
Absolutely.
My bad. I'm gonna mute up. I'm mute up and shut the fuck up. Go ahead, D. Smith.
So it's this kind of day, huh? This is what we doing?
When people stop wanting to have when people wanted to stop having wanted to stop being like charismatic Spider-Man and more like the Joker is when we started having problems.
You just said,
you read my mind. Boy, you read my mind, motherfucker. Because I sure was about to say, but like, you remember growing up, motherfuckers who was like, yeah, I like Harley Quinn and I like Joker. You would look at them and be like, the fuck is wrong?
I still do. To this day, I still do.
Damn.
Especially after that Diddy stuff, bro.
So what y'all telling me?
I recently watched all that stuff on Diddy. Damn, bro.
So
And
what
then
y'all
see
telling
him
me is
dress
that
up
I was
as
talking too
and he-
much.
And then he dressed up like the Joker, didn't he?
Joker. Yes,
Made a whole
That's
fucking
still-
film shoot. That shit looked like he was an actual villain.
Yeah.
And then he turned out to be a
That's a
villain.
giveaway for me from now on. If
Then he
anybody
turned out
says
to be a villain,
eyeglass
just like Jack
Joker,
said.
That's a tell. That's a high end tell.
Man.
Yeah, that's a high tale right there. Like, yeah, you know, look, we've always had degenerates, but we've had honorable criminals. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? They still called them degenerates, but they were honorable criminals. Now we no longer have honor among thieves. Now it's just, you know, a band of fucking thieves.
Yeah. And like
that's all it is.
2000s.
Ooh, back to the 2000s.
2000. Because this is kind of. I feel like this is when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
We were on coming off of Bill Clinton's run. Phenomenal, surplus the country. He did have that dirt on him, right?
Yep.
But there was a glimmer, right? We had homeboy that cares about the climate and shit that was coming up behind him. Cares about the climate. He's brilliant. No scandals.
Nope.
He's a
hero, I believe too.
No, Al Gore was just a smart motherfucker.
Smart. He
it was the second guy he was running against.
Jimmy Carter level smart, like if not smarter. And he lost to Bush. He lost to the cowboy.
George W.
No, he lost to the cheerleader.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
George W. Florida.
Well, you already got shamed on twice, right?
Can't get fooled again. Fool can't get fooled again.
So okay, great. So that happened. So we took a step back, right?
Yep.
Everyone's thinking we get 8 years of that war, all that stuff, which is all we've packed all this into this. Oh, if this world was different, if Al Gore, right? We pack it all into it. Great. What are you gonna do with that? We're gonna vote him out, and the next person we're gonna go back to what we're on. Get Obama in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing that's worse than taking a step back is when you think your step forward will actually lead you forward. That's probably the worst thing about a step back.
Oh my God, this is a haymaker.
Because
say that again, brother, please.
Yeah, I think the worst thing about a step back is that when you think your step forward will actually go forward, and it doesn't. And that I think that was a heavy blow because it completely shattered the illusion that like this concept that like, and maybe that's what we need as a people, that like it's one person that's gonna wipe the slate clean.
Impossible.
And take you back. It's not possible. Like, cause that and cause we fell right after that. That's where everything went. If you really think about it, that's where it all went to shit.
2016.
2016 during Obama's run. All the heightened black shit happened during his run. And we're like, and Michael Brown got shot while he was the president. And we're like, oh man, I'd be mad as hell. Oh, what's this? Oh, Obama's got to do a press conference. Oh, I know he's mad as hell. Oh man. And he's like, you know, that could have been me. Next question.
Trayvon, yeah, a lot of
like, you know how everybody was like, nigga, you're not mad? You're not upset? And then people always go back to like, oh, he just had to have a perfect run. Why? For who? When you're not being marked.
You only get one run.
Paper. You're out of school, bro.
You only get
all
get
they
one.
Wanted
right.
was to know that you are the same. That we're like, that's what they didn't even get, like that we're the same. And it was I think things changed after that moment.
Because you only gonna get one run.
You only get one run.
You only get one run. And then 2016, my bad, D. Smith. Go ahead, brother.
No. You were right.
Trayvon,
don't make me
say whatever you gotta say, bro.
It is telling as a country and where we live that we got all these things that happened to us during this time when a black man was the president. Really goes to show you how they feel. But you know,
what?
I honestly, well, y'all want to get into the Obamas? Because I really
right now.
feel like
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Oh,
I'm that Molotov cocktail.
Well, you know, hold on.
I feel like Barack thinks he's better than us. But go ahead. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I feel like Barack feels like he's better than us. I feel like he feels like a magical Negro. I feel like...
Yeah, didn't Jesse say some shit?
I feel like he felt like he's better than us. I feel like there's niggas like that feel like they're like a gift. That they're like a gift to people. And I feel like he felt like he's better than us. And that's not how you lead a people. You can't feel like you're better than us because you feel like you're an exception. Rather than you got an opportunity. You got plucked from school.
Yo, Charles talking some shit right now.
You got plucked from school. You have an opportunity, sir. You're not better than us. Like, you're not better than us. Like, I don't know why you think he always and I get it. It was regal. Everybody's like, oh, that's my president. I get it. But it's different to carry that with people on your back as a responsibility, rather than you feel like you're entitled because you are like the best Hawaiian black guy. Like, hey, that always made me upset about his run. But
hey, yo,
it might be me.
No, but see, and the thing is, Charles, you're not saying this from the perspective of someone. You're not saying this to be negative. You're just saying this.
I agree. Yeah.
You're saying this as a critique. There's nothing wrong with the critique.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're not saying this. You're not saying, "Oh, I hate Obama." You're not saying that. You're saying, no. You're being critical in a way that makes sense. You know what I mean? And cause you just turned the camera on, man. Where you at right now, man? You on planet?
Must say look like he got Mentos in his hand.
You on listen, man. My cousin is on the Sith Lord Temple right now, man. What is I'm saying, meditating on some shit right now.
Is that a crystal?
I'm telling you, man. This
crystal.
I wish that you turned your camera off while you were doing that, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
But yeah, that bugs me. But yeah, after Obama, all that shit that happened, we completely dissent. They wanted, and then they tied like. There's another aspect of like the clean cut thing became like a scam. It became like it doesn't mean you're a good person anymore. So they tied authenticity to being the other guy, the guy that pumps, the guy that lies, the cheater. At least he's real. So
He tells it like it is. He tells it like it is.
We talking about life, dog.
I'm about to say, sound like y'all talking about the main event on hip hop.
We getting there. We working our way there.
Yeah, that's why the generation, everything got tied to like authenticity and not having your high hopes for the clean cut guy because something's gonna come out, right? Something. Yep. It's only a matter of time. So everyone's always negative already. Like some nice person comes out, something. There's no way. No one's that clean.
Yep.
That's like
cynicism grew a lot in the last decade.
For sure.
Even with kids, like especially with kids. Yeah. Not the idea of being optimistic.
Kids don't trust us anymore.
The idea of being optimistic or hopeful for anything.
You're a cornball.
Like, I talked to a few of them. All they want to do is be bleak.
You're a
cornball.
Yo, that's my favorite. That's probably like one of my favorite insults, bro. Straight up and down, man. That's hilarious, bro.
Mr. Rogers, you're a cornball.
Right. Yeah. And the thing is, but like the part of it that gets missed, that gets lost in translation. D. Smith, I didn't mean to cut your wisdom either, brother. My bad.
No. You
like
good, man.
The part of it that gets lost in translation is that it is perfectly fine to be a cornball.
Right.
It's okay for you to be a cornball as long as you are living within yourself. As long as you are the person, as long as you're consistent with who you are Monday through Friday into the weekend, it's okay to be a cornball. There's nothing wrong with somebody being a cornball because they're true to themselves.
Justice for the cornballs, man.
Justice for the cornballs, man.
Cornballs, man.
Yo, cause I mean, listen, and this is a perfect transition right here. But Majin, I'm gonna ask you this question here. Why is Drake a cornball?
He's always been a cornball.
Why is Drake a cornball? Man, simply put. All right. If you are in a group of gangsters and you know that you are a bitch, like DJ Who Kid. DJ Who Kid said to 50. 50 said that he sat everybody down and said, look, we're the guerrilla unit. We move like this. We move like gangsters, right? But DJ Who Kid said, hey, man, I'm not here for all that gangster shit. I'm here to make money. If something goes down, I'm going to run. 50 Cent said, you know what? Thank you. At least I know how I can count on you. You're still being you. You're not a cornball, but you're truthful. Now, you may look like a cornball to real gangsters, but at least we know, hey, nigga, if there's a gunfight, Drake's not gonna be here. Okay, Drake doesn't have a pistol that he actually carries with him. Drake doesn't have this experience where he's gotten jumped besides being on television. You know what I mean? That's why you're acting like you've done something that other people have experienced that's gonna piss somebody off.
Man, you've been talking to my brother, dog. I know you talked to my brother before you jumped on this fucking line, man. I know you.
Yeah, no, not recently, but
shout out to my brother, right?
Killer Cam, shout out to Killer Cam.
No, but okay. D Smith, why is and I'm not saying, and we're being funny, we're joking when we say this, but why is Drake a cornball?
Motherfucker's from Canada, so he's automatically corny.
Oh my god, niggas is wilding out here.
That's crazy.
He has a license to be corny. It's written right on there.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
He sings like a bitch.
Come on, y'all crazy, bro. I'm trying to call this down.
You know, full disclosure, I never really cared for him as a rapper. I always thought he was whack as fuck. He sucked, and then when he found out that he was biting off of other people and had ghostwriters, I was like, fuck him.
Bro, you thought Drake was whack?
I've always thought he was whack.
Damn.
I like Loverboy.
He seemed like a discount Chris Brown that thought he could rap harder than Chris Brown.
Yo, all right.
Hey, low key, my nigga's spitting right now. Yo, that was a great comparison because who's his biggest competitor up until, you know what I'm saying, until they squashed that beef? It was Chris over Rihanna. And then he didn't even have to look for that nigga. He had to check for A$AP Rocky.
Oh my God. Look.
You mean hiding the salami, okay. A$AP?
Oh, relax.
Relax.
Yo, Charles, come on, man. Drake can't be a cornball, right?
I don't. So the Drake thing is difficult for me.
Very difficult,
especially since I don't have too much of a dog in the fight.
Yeah,
I can't tell you that the boy can't rap. I can't.
I can't do it either.
I can't do it. I'm very technical, and I almost to a fault. My wife hates it. I can't turn that off. Like I can't tell you that Drake is not spitting. Like he's right. I don't know. He's spitting.
Right.
Now I understand that Drake had the red carpet rolled out for his success.
Yep.
Without a doubt, I remember driving to Panera. Shit, am I allowed to say where I used to work at?
Sure.
And every day, every hour, best I ever had. Every day, every hour, not even signed yet. He's not signed. Best I ever had. I'm like, bro. So that means somebody above the labels
paid to play
are paying to roll. So now you're listening to Best I Ever Had every day. Yeah, it's gonna get ingrained in your head. He had the rollout of the century to get set up. So I understand that pissing off people, him not having to struggle basically to get to that. I understand that.
Yep.
All the other stuff, I don't know if he ever said he was gangster. I don't know how gangster he ever said. I know that he definitely jumps in the gangster video.
Damn, cuz, man, you gotta mute up, dog.
I don't know. I know that like he definitely jumps in the videos with YG and stuff, and it helps. I mean, it helps his look,
right?
But it helps their sales.
Yes,
it's not a one-way street. They put him on there because he's gonna get spins.
Yep.
So the idea that like Rick Ross's diss that I helped your career, like yeah, but it was a two-way street. Like you get spins, and he gets the, you know what I'm saying, like. So that's the only thing that the whole thing that he's like on that aspect and the singing, I don't know if he's ever tried to be Pac level gangster. No. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So that's the weird thing with Drake. So that's like, it's really weird because there's like a hip hop purity, and he must not win because of that hip hop purity. Like he's not allowed to win. Like he's not allowed. Which I can get that, but we're gonna have to say that's what it is. It can't be because he lacks rapping ability.
Yo, that's probably the best breakdown. That's one of the better breakdowns I've heard. And what I'm gonna say about that, Charles, is that the problem that I think people have with that is that he tries to pass the purity test. The presentation, he tries too hard to pass the hip hop purity test when he doesn't have to. And it's fucked up because in a way you could credit that to being a testament of being an MC, but you can't be an MC if you have ghostwriters. It's almost like there are too many contradictions going on there because you can never be the best rapper alive. You can never be in the category of the tippy top people that put bars together if somebody helps you put those bars together, right? The disconnect there is that he doesn't have to, but tries to. That instantly is going to make you unlikable when we're talking about a genre of music with the all-time greats like Nas, with Jay-Z, Eminem, Andre 3000, with people who are in the elite of the elite category of people who rap, right? When there are people who are like, there's legitimately great lyricists that lost their lives in pursuit of hip-hop fame and accolades, right? So the purity test doesn't work, but he tries to pass the purity test, and his fans want him to pass the purity test because of success. Success doesn't equal authenticity in hip-hop.
It doesn't.
You could have all of the money, you could have all of the women, you could have all of the hit records, but you're never going to be looked at in that rarefied air because you don't pass the test, right? Okay, let's get to the real heart of the issue here, right? Kendrick versus Drake. The most entertaining week in hip-hop history.
Ever.
The most entertaining week in hip-hop history, bro.
Crazy.
I'm going to get my shit off, and then I'm going to let y'all get y'all shit off here, right? The way I feel about this whole situation is that I think when you go back to Kendrick Lamar's verse on Like That, he said it's a lot of goofies with a check. Yep. He said, I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. I think he just wanted lyrical competition, bro. I don't think Kendrick Lamar wanted this to get to the point where it's at right now.
No, I don't think any of them did.
I really don't think Kendrick Lamar went into this with the intent on saying the things that he said about Drake, bro.
Yeah. It got out of hand.
On the other hand, though, when Drake put out the song Push-Ups, I think that Family Matters song was something that he already had in his back pocket. I think that was something he wanted to do. He wanted to prove a point. His goal was to try to make people look at Kendrick Lamar's character and question that.
That's crazy you said that because somebody said, well, you literally verbatim what you just said for Drake. That's crazy.
I swear, from jump, I think Kendrick Lamar just wanted to rap. He just wanted to prove he was a better rapper than Drake. Drake really was out for blood from day one, bro.
I want to plug one thing.
Go ahead, bro.
There's something very interesting that happened. Same with Pusha. Is it possible? And it's not even possible. It's probably what's happening. Is it possible that when I used to work here with people would make your mama jokes, and I'd have to chill because I low-key want to knock them out. But I have to chill. But to them, it's it's a joke. It doesn't. We don't carry it the same way. Is it possible that due to Drake's thing, past and everything, he doesn't carry a spouse the same regard a Pusha or a Kendrick does, which is what causes both of these things to escalate out of hand. All he did was say something about your bitch. Ooh. In his mind. I just said something about your bitch in my mind. You feel me? This is hip hop. And then they're like, oh, you mentioned my girl, your friend's gonna die, fuck you, everything. And it's yo, how did this get out of hand? But is it possible that's where it gets? And this is not to excuse him because you should pay for what you say. Right. But is that not what's happening? He's wondering oh, what happened? Why do we have to bring children into this? Nigga, you said his wife's name.
Right. but on the flip side of that though, back to what we were saying before, I think he takes being questioned as an MC the same way that they take being
cook.
And my boy, shout out to my boy Lewis, because he pointed that out to me earlier today. I think Drake takes being questioned as an MC personal to the same way that they take their personal lives being put on record.
Yo, clip that up.
I think that's really the heart of the issue here. Him being when Kendrick Lamar says there's a lot of goofies with a check and that Prince outlived Michael, he takes that as a threat to being the number one artist. But there's a difference between being the number one artist and being the number one MC.
Yeah.
The competition that Drake has is not with Kendrick Lamar. His competition is mainstream artists. His competition is Taylor Swift and people who are in that world. But he wants to be validated over here because it's his primary genre of music.
Yeah.
Right? So from jump, he was going to say what he said about Kendrick Lamar, regardless of whatever Kendrick put out.
Yeah, but Push-Ups wasn't scathing. Money.
It wasn't. It was I'm trying to see when did he say Whitney? Whitney was in Push-Ups? Yeah, it was in Push-Ups.
Yeah, that was Push-Ups.
But
so that's where it happened. I don't think he thinks Whitney carries that kind of weight.
But at the end of Push-Ups, what did you hear? Drop, 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 drop. You can play Push-Ups. You can play Push-Ups back to back with Family Matters. And on Taylor Made, he said, the next one, I'm going to bring the coward out of you.
Yeah.
You going to do what? You going to do what? Huh?
Yeah, I can see that.
He was planning a knockout punch for Kendrick Lamar before Euphoria. His end game was Family Matters. That video could have been shot before Euphoria even came out.
That's crazy.
And y'all want to know what's even wilder? The best bars on Family Matters was the shit that he said to ASAP Rocky. That was really the...
Oh, ASAP should not rap again. Just don't rap again,
Hey, cuz, you heard that shit, right?
Hello, refresh me. What did they say?
On Family Matters, he said, and Rakim hating again, you smashed my baby mama before me, but who was I smashing? You do the math.
Yeah. Who was I smashing that?
Excuse? You got to have another kid before you drop an album again? You should be modeling because it's mid again? Who are you talking about?
He killed everybody outside of Kendrick.
So who were you? So who were you smashing, sir?
What's my name?
So like the coldest bars on that song was really the shit that he had for ASAP, bro. Yeah. To be honest,
he got
that shit was foul.
What are you doing there? You shouldn't have even been there.
That shit was foul. But let's just stay focused here before I get my shit off. I think the goal that Kendrick Lamar had from jump was to make people look at Drake in a different light than what he was looked at prior to this engagement. Even if the things that he said about Drake proved to not be true, the fact that other people are looking at him differently is a win for Kendrick Lamar, in my opinion, unbiased.
Okay. And I'll say the Drake fans, which is most of the people that go to all these shit, that basically his world, which are the Drake fans, they don't believe the pedophile shit.
I don't either. Respectfully, I don't either.
They don't, and then all the other shit is shit they already knew. But he's already a villain. This is what I've been trying to say. Like, he's already a villain. How you gonna tell Thanos you're bad for blowing up planets? You're a terrible person. Yeah.
Okay.
The biggest sacrifices require the biggest wills, or some shit. What are you gonna say? He's already a villain.
So I got one.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I got one counter argument to that, brother. The only thing I'm gonna say is that it doesn't work when Drake is trying to be the villain. When he actually tries to make himself look like the bad guy is when it looks corny. Because you can't be a bully and be sensitive at the same time. You see what I'm saying? 50 Cent was Thanos. Jay-Z was Thanos. Jay-Z said, nigga, I got apartments that I could fit your home in. You know what I mean? Like, Jay-Z was talking about condoms on the baby seat and all of that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
When 50 Cent was the bully, it made sense. when Drake tries to be the bully, it looks like he's out of character. Your lifestyle is one thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you fuck porn stars. Yeah, you got a lot of money. But all of that is just because of who you are. But when you try to force that and make it look like that makes you more of a man than somebody else, it looks like you doing too much, bro.
Okay.
It kind of like, that's just my opinion on that. Like,
I'm trying to, so I don't think anything is out of character. That's I guess that's why I'm having the problem.
Interesting.
I don't think anything outside of the stuff we don't know is true, which the pedo shit obviously you destroyed.
Right.
But else is like, yeah.
Interesting. That's interesting. I like your point of view.
Like everything is still in character. So like you fuck women, I fuck black, white, and everything in between. That's so yeah, he fucks women and he treats women badly. This isn't new information. So I'm wondering what was the perception of Drake before that has changed outside of the pedo shit?
The perception was that in the industry, he was untouchable.
Oh yeah, he's touchable. I mean, Pusha made him touchable.
But the only thing I'll say though is with Pusha, he wasn't popular enough to the masses for what he was saying to really stick. Kendrick Lamar, even though he's not on the level of a Drake, is still popular enough in the masses to where other artists are going, like Metro Boomin put out a instrumental.
This beat.
That's never happened before.
Never, bro.
Like Rick Ross
drums and he did it.
Yo, like most of Rick Ross's most popular songs got Drake on them. Yeah. He went at Drake. Future doesn't fuck with him no more. Like the perception of him to his peers is the biggest impact that Kendrick Lamar has had, more than any of his bars on any of them songs, bro. Cause you just turned your camera on. Talk to me.
So agreed. So basically, you know what I'm saying? Drake, his character's been shown. That's what the question is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, yeah, we know that you're a good artist, but like, are you really a good person? This is where everybody's coming up. And then everybody's coming up. Everybody you worked with has a story about you, bro. Everybody
think Drake was a good person?
Some people really think Drake was a good person.
Wow. So that's the other part. I might be out of the loop.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you. It's just weird though, right? Like, oh man, it's hard to explain here.
I might be out of the loop because I assumed money, red Tootsie Roll Drake. Like,
yo, okay. And me and Donovan exchanged this in text messages here. The reason why this is such an enticing hip hop feud is like Drake is the embodiment of urban elitism. Fact. He's the embodiment of that. Fact. It's urban elitism. If you're from a certain culture and you want it and you got money and you come up, Drake is the status bar for that. You want it, like, if that was the case, all these rappers wouldn't be chasing after the women that he already hit, right? Kendrick Lamar is the embodiment of hip-hop elitism. He looks like the two of them are peanut butter and jelly in this feud right here, bro. This is John Jones versus Daniel Cormier in hip-hop. And you mentioned that a long time ago, but somewhere along the line, this turned into Omni-Man versus Homelander. And I don't know who's who anymore.
I can clear that up. Homelander is Drake. Omni-Man is Kendrick. Simple.
I agree.
I can see that.
Simple, nigga. He's the real boogeyman, bro. Like you said, when Drake tries to be tough or diss somebody, it doesn't sound authentic. It doesn't sound right. But everything that like Kendrick has been saying, it genuinely sounds like, nigga, I don't like you. Okay, let me say it another way. And I also know this about you, but like also, nigga, like I don't like you. Like it's easy for me.
So let's. I mean, we almost about to hit 2 hours, man, and this shit just flew by. So when it comes to the bars and what was said on the songs, bro, I like when I first heard Euphoria. Let me get y'all's thoughts on this. How did y'all feel when y'all first heard Euphoria?
Why you gotta skip right to Euphoria, bro?
All right, no. Let's start from the beginning, though. Let's go all the way back. Where we want to start at? Where do we
Look,
want to
we're gonna
start?
start at
Yeah,
like
let's
that.
start like that. Let's start with
Okay.
like that.
Let's go to like that. Let's talk
Like
about it.
Up like that. Awesome song. And the bars hit. There were strong bars. I think there were a few bars. It was a teaser. The way I felt it. My issue was it was taken like the buffet. I'm like, they're like 3 bars on that track. Like, the man's gonna spit. Like, y'all calm down.
Yeah.
Slow down with the glazing early. Let's relax. Everybody calm down. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something that you always say for a hip hop verse, and it'll be, oh yeah, this is a great thing. I'm like, okay, great. How does it start? And if they can't say how it starts, you're lying. Yeah, whatever you're saying, you're lying. You don't know how it starts. There's bars in there, heavy bars, but it's like what you said. He wanted to.
Think it's tucking underneath next.
Yeah, I'm poking you to get this shit started. So that's what it was supposed to be. I figured, like, you know what I'm saying?
It was hip hop. It was fun.
It was fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I like that. So like that was in dope.
Okay, Maj.
So look, I'm gonna compare this, right? Since we always compare it to Control. I would say, like, if Drake was gonna say anything, he should have said something at the BET Cypher, right? And he should have also responded to Deep Water that was on Dr. Dre's Compton album.
So he should have cut him early.
He should have been cut him early, because at that point, if you listen to those that freestyle and you listen to that song, he literally is talking about it. He's like, there's a great white nigga. Like, he's talking about Drake once again. You know what I'm saying? But like, now at this point, it's like, all right, so all you niggas, you know what I'm saying, Metro Boomin got everybody together. Now everybody is on like that. Okay, well, not on like that, but on the album. But this is the major one because Kendrick is on it. You know what I'm saying? This is who he views as his actual rival. So he heard those few little bars. Like he said, it was like a teaser. He heard those few little bars. It was another version of Control. And we all know how he felt about Control, right? So now it's like, all right, Drake took it upon himself, was like, I have to respond. You know what I'm saying?
Push up. My bad. I mean to cut you. My bad.
No, you're good. So like, he felt like he had to respond. So then that's when we get to push up. So we can, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so push-ups. So Drake was in
before
his back.
Push-ups.
Go ahead, bro.
Before you get to push-ups, like that was the most direct shot, right?
No, not at all.
Really?
You think
not at all?
You think the BET Cypher was more direct?
The BET Cypher and Deep Water were way more direct because you know exactly who he's talking about.
Okay. But he said, fuck a big 3. It's just big me.
I mean, come on. Like,
it's a lot of
I get that, right? I get that. But in that case, what is he really saying? It's just another repeat of the Control. He didn't really say like, hey, Drake, hey, Aubrey. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really say fuck you. He just said, hey, like, I heard the bar, but once again, like, nigga, I'm not cool with none of you niggas. Like I said in the beginning, it's just me. I'm the king.
Okay, right. I rap better than y'all.
That's it.
Not me. I'm very technical, so I'm hoping it doesn't look like I'm defending anyone.
No, you got it, bro.
No,
but like, so I hate fighting when because I would take it way further than the person that's usually I can get on.
Exactly.
So, until I'm hit in the face, I typically don't engage. Does that make sense? I typically will hold off.
Reserve.
I got a bad temper. I feel dirty when I get really.
We get it, nigga. We get it, nigga. You 6'2", nigga. We get it. we get it, nigga.
So like, I don't know, and
we get you a big ass nigga. Shoot.
But like, homeboy sensitive, right?
Yep.
Drake is sensitive. He's sensitive. Is it possible that he's waiting for it to get to that?
Yes.
During the Control and the everything, because Cole responded to Control. Cole responded, right? Yep. Other rappers responded. Drake,
right?
But they kept going back and forth. Strep throat flows,
right?
And Kendrick will be like, bundled up as a sensitive rapper in his pajama clothes. These are all jazz.
What?
And then followed by the high five.
You know, high five. I'm bulletproof. But like that with the first person shooter and first person shooter, fuck the big three, it's just Big Me. And for all your dogs getting buried, I mean, it's like bomb. In case you were wondering, it's you, nigga.
Okay. I give you the dog one. That was nobody else. That was like an extra. Like, okay, so like y'all niggas mentioned my name. I'm back on control.
Mike and Prince line. That's direct.
Okay. You right.
Mike Jack.
There's like
Nigga
4
bomb.
hits.
Nigga bomb.
Nigga bum. Yeah, no, you
Bomb. And those lines were dope. Those are like some fire ass lines. So I thought, to me, the challenge, like this is a challenge. I'm not just rapping. I'm not just teasing. Was like that to me. Controversy. He called out everybody.
Yep.
Even though this was probably taken down to 2 people, really, Cole only got 1 stray. The rest was all Drake.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, but look though, Cole made the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Cole didn't really, and I don't really think
in the water.
And I don't really think Cole got a strike. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still think that Kendrick, like, he warned him on Euphoria. Like, you know, he mentioned it, but it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It was more so like, you homie, just get out the way. Feel me?
Hold on. D Smith, talk to me, bro.
What?
I mean, so again, in chronological,
I'm about to say I'm not too much on. I'm just listening. I'm
cool.
listening with curiosity.
All right, so we'll keep going here. So like that, we gonna go all the way. We going through the whole Infinity Saga right now.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, so like that, I enjoyed it too. At first, I didn't like overall the production. That's a fire ass song, bro.
Boy,
that is dope. Like
great.
that is straight dope. And again, I think when Kendrick got on that, he was just looking for rap smoke. He didn't say nothing personal. For all your dogs getting buried, that's just shit that you like. Oh, okay, that's fire. Nigga, first person shooter, fuck a big three. It's just Big Me, all of that. Goofy. My favorite line was when he said,
the check.
A lot of goofies with a check. That was the one that kind of got my antennas up. All right, cool. Are we even going to mention 7-minute drill?
Nah, I see that boy alone.
Yep. All right, moving on. 7-minute drill happened. If J. Cole could go back in time and delete that, he would have deleted it.
Absolutely.
The only strike on J. Cole is that J. Cole got out of character.
Way out.
He got out of character. He jumped out of the window, bro. But he realized that he jumped out of the window and reeled it back in, and he's chilling right now.
Yeah.
Okay. After like that, we got the push-ups. Okay. I actually enjoyed that song because that was Drake in his bag. Drake was rapping about wealth. He was rapping about success, and he was rapping about how his life in music is better than everybody else's. That was the lane that he should have stayed in throughout the duration of this issue, because his fans could have stood there and said, you know what, Drake did sell this many records. Drake does have this much money. He has this many #1 records. If he would have stayed in that lane instead of trying to out-rap Kendrick Lamar, it would have been perfectly fine, bro. But his pride and his sensitivity at the end of push-ups led me to believe Family Matters was already in the tuck. Drop. And then when he starts talking about the splits and how your money is over here, he should have stayed in that lane, bro. That was his lane.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your thoughts on push-ups? And Rick Ross caught some strays in there too.
So with that, right? All right, push-ups, it was cool, and like you said, we already know you got another lined up. So his strategy was going to be the same thing he did with Meek. He was going to be back to back. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, that didn't fucking work.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? So since we know that you kind of had that already lined up, it's kind of, you know, it kind of dulled it a little bit because he kind of like caught you with a counter punch before. But it wasn't bad. I could rock with it. I did bob with it. I seen the subliminals in the music video. You know what I'm saying? It was typical Drake. Like, I really don't have to address you, nigga. I don't know why I'm dressing you, nigga, but I guess because I'm Drake, you know? Kind of going like that.
He passive aggressive.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool to actually hear him, but then you said his name. You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't really said anybody else's name without like, you know, fucking up or like calling him fat boy, some shit, you know what I'm saying? But like you said this nigga's name. So like now you've called him out. And now it's like, all right, you know, now we're at a problem. But then also you're talking about his woman and then his son potentially not being his. So Like, not.
You fast forward. We talking about push-ups.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Well, he had that one already made up on the second end. So, like, yeah.
You know, he started talking about a verse for the Swifties and all that. Charles, push-ups. What was your thoughts on push-ups?
Same thing. It was good. People got nice strays in there. The split thing was good. I'm trying to see what Andrew tried to take. I didn't know who Whitney was. I the first thing when he said Whitney, I'm like, nigga, why?
Yeah.
Nigga, why? I thought this would have been so different if you didn't say the girl's name. Like, it just doesn't carry weight to him. I don't think it doesn't. It can't carry weight. It was all right. I didn't think it was enough.
It wasn't.
To me, I didn't think it was enough for what Like That did. To what people had about Like That, I was like, this is an interesting angle that.
Okay.
You know, the really conscious black rapper needs to jump on these pop songs. I get it. I'm gonna need you to dive in a little. Maybe there's more to it. But like what he was giving, I'm like, is that hard hitting that the black rapper jumps on these songs? I guess I get it. If there's more to it, maybe go for it. But it was kind of light.
Okay.
Like That was still. I'm like That was still like.
Okay.
A little harder than.
So officially, Like That was better than push-ups. Officially. I
can't say it's better because there's only a few lines. So this is my technical part. I enjoyed Like That more, but I would never say it was better than push. There's no way. It's four bars. I couldn't do it. I literally could not, just from like an unbiased mindset, I would not be able to. I don't think it was strong enough that he blew him out of the water. Oh my God. I would never say that, but I would never say Like That was bad. I couldn't. It's 4 bars. We're talking about 4 bars versus the song. You know what I'm saying? And the way he seamlessly dissed everybody.
Metro, like, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to say that, but like it didn't destroy Like That to me. But for what he did, 120v1, all that shit by him.
Oh shit! Oh man, they done cut the Phantom.
For real.
Oh man, damn Charles.
Damn, we done lost him.
And he's still probably going too, man.
Right there it is.
There you go. Finish your thought, brother.
Shit, what did I say? I said, I thought it was impressive.
Okay. And I mean the bars that he had for Rick Ross, and you know, we're not even gonna talk about Rick Ross's diss. We're not gonna talk about his diss track. We're not gonna talk about that. Because I mean, to me, that's industry bullshit right there. Like,
was it any good?
I mean,
Rick got some bars.
Yeah, but that wasn't the main event. That was a side. That was DLC. That was DLC.
Back to the main dish. Back to the main dish.
Yeah.
That was DLC. So after that, we get Tailor Made. Now, I'm 50-50 on that because I wasn't really crazy about AI Tupac.
Or AI Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, like, and then when you start talking about, but again, that was hip-hop shit. That was him trolling. That was industry talk on there. He didn't really say nothing that was out of bounds for who Drake was. He was rapping about how, you know, your label is fucking you, Taylor Swift, this, and this. All of that is industry shit. Why I'm better than you in industry hip hop. For what I'm telling you why my fans think I'm more important than you are, right? The end of the song where he says, the next one I'm going to bring the coward out of you is where it got a little shaky for me. Because when you start talking like that, that means that you have something else that you're planning on doing, right?
Yeah.
And after that was Euphoria, correct?
Yeah.
Wait. We gotta talk about Tailor Made.
Okay, go ahead. Tailor Made. Get your shit off.
I like that diss, bro.
Okay. It was not a bad diss.
I got over the AI thing because it's a voice filter. He wrote the bars. It's a voice filter.
Or he rapped the bars.
The angle of the person that Kendrick looks up to most, egging him on to this. Come on. Like, just take yourself out of it for a second, bro. If there was an angle to pick for someone that has the weight of hip hop on their shoulders and having a great, come on, y'all, come on,
It was not a bad diss track. It wasn't.
come on, like, and to write in their perspective,
Somebody wrote it.
Button took a stray, and then he said something like, now you don't know what it looks like. You don't know what to do, getting your head popped in a crowded room. Like there's some bar, like I thought that was like, if he had just I guess if he would take the filter away, because M did that too. M was something you would claim to be something like where he was rapping like Pac in a diss.
Yeah, over Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. So if he had taken that, I feel like that would be one of the best disses like top 20 disses, because that's a good angle, y'all.
Okay,
like
it
to
is.
have to be rapping from the perspective of people that look up to Kendrick, that Kendrick looks up to. That's a good, like, take the tech out. It's a voice filter. Take the tech out.
Okay.
And he has a version of it without the voice filter. I wish he would have just dropped it. But that was a more impressive diss. I enjoyed that more than push-ups. That's when I was like, okay, this nigga's about to, this shit turn. And I don't think, I'm trying to remember, I don't know if there are any kids or Whitney being mentioned in that one.
No.
I wish he dropped that first.
It was hip hop. It was hip hop. It was
that shit had me like, damn, this nigga's dropping.
It was come outside. It was come outside and rap. Majin, what's your take on Taylor Made? I know you hated it. I know you hated it.
Fucking hated it, yo. Like, yo, dude, who the fuck did you think you were by like putting a voice filter over some shit like that? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, if he would have dropped that and then dropped the original, you know what I mean?
That's what I agree.
I could have took that, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, oh, okay, so you actually was saying this, but then, you know, I'm rapping like this to piss you off. Cool, I get that. Egg, you know what I'm saying? Egg me on, but like to do some shit like that without any permission and from Snoop's permission, that's what really turned me off about that. But like, I get it though. It was definitely like one of them shots, like a low blow, like, nigga, I'm outside your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just waiting on you. Like, this time, nigga, you have to respond. I already said your name once before. Now I'm using your mentors. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that, you know what I'm saying, that you look up to. Like, that's a dirty game. You know what I'm saying? Not only, you know what I'm saying, but it's a dirty game. I took it for the tactic that it was, but like now, once again, like you're really poking the boogeyman. You know what I mean?
Okay. And when you say the next one, I'm going to bring the coward out of you, what are you saying, sir? What does that mean?
I have another song lined up for you.
But how do you bring the coward out of a grown man? How do you do that? How is that done? D. Smith?
That's tough shit.
Oh, come on, man. You go for where you that means that needs to be the body blow shot, without a doubt. That's enough that makes everybody go, oh shit, type stuff.
Right.
I got a question.
Go for it, brother.
Because this is a lot of this is timing. If we were in the current era, technology-wise, when M did a Hail Mary, do you think he want to use a Pac filter?
No, I don't think M would have did it.
No.
M wouldn't use no Pac filter, bro. Nah.
You're right. He probably wouldn't.
M may have had some rough dealings in the beginning, but M he's a purist now. He respects it. He understands.
I was thinking of him like, would he have been able to get away with that?
No. He's Irv Gotti, ecstasy all through your body. Oh my God, they destroyed them boys on Hail Mary, man.
Boy, everyone that came up with
they destroyed them boys on Hail Mary.
Charlamagne is right. The first nigga to get jumped was Ja Rule, though.
Yeah, it was. But hey, again, Ja Rule got out of character. Ja Rule should have just stayed making R&B records instead of trying to do that street shit, man.
And now here we are, just right. 2.0.
Okay, so back. All right, so we Taylor Made. So after Taylor Made, we get Euphoria, right? Yeah. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. At first, I wasn't crazy about Euphoria. and I'll tell y'all why. I wasn't crazy about it because I couldn't really do this to it. I couldn't really like nod my head to it. I wasn't crazy about how he sounded rapping over the beats, but I understood why he was doing it because he wanted you to hear what he was saying, right? But what was he really saying about Drake that really was personal on Euphoria?
I hate you.
Well, I mean, yeah. Okay, I take that back. All right. No, let's get to that.
I hate everything about you.
No, let's get to that though, right? In person, if you're in a room and you see two men arguing with each other, and one of these guys goes on a tangent saying, I hate the way that you walk, I hate the way that you talk, I hate the women that you have sex with, I hate the way you dress. What does that look like?
Nigga, you must want to fight.
But you would look at, okay, but would you look at him like he was crazy? If you see two guys in a room,
Yes.
and D. Smith, say again?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, if he just pop off and start yelling like that, I get it. In response, yeah.
Okay, so why did Euphoria hit? Why did that hit? Because that should not have worked. Euphoria should have not been a good record, bro. That should have been a bad song.
So it was the musical behind it, right? That was, you know what I'm saying? We ain't heard no mashup like that. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick still keeps the soul vibe and he still lets you know who he is. But then why it really took off was because why it feels like Drake is getting out of character. It didn't feel like Kendrick was getting out of character. Like legit, we all felt like when we heard, I hate the way that you walk, I hate the way that you talk. We literally were like, damn.
That's still Kendrick. Yep.
You feel me? Like nobody here was like, oh, he's joking. No, everybody was like, nah, this nigga's serious.
Even if it wasn't on beat, right?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Even if it barely rhymed, which it barely rhymed.
Yeah. No, it was very unconventional. And the bigger part that everyone was missing, and I think he learned quick. I think he picked it up. This is Kendrick's first rap beef.
Right.
Shine took a shot at him, and he gave him like a bar or two on Jig Is Up. That was it.
Right.
This is his first rap beef. So like it was a slow start, and I like the fun enough. I liked the first poetic beginning of Euphoria. Like he had like a couple lines. That's the part I actually really enjoyed in Euphoria. The rest of it, I had to go back and like listen. Like, oh shit, I start catching stuff.
Right.
But it was for Drake already did this with Pusha, Common.
Yeah.
Fucking
Pusha T.
Pusha. Let me see Pusha T. Like. Done it. He's practiced. He knows that like when the audience is expecting the punchline and shit like that. Like,
right.
Song Euphoria is a beautiful song. I feel like it's an album cut. But I feel like Taylor Made was better than Euphoria. That's what I feel.
Controversial.
Taylor Made was better than Euphoria.
That's controversial.
Because it was punches after punches. It was punches. The next one, yeah, he got him. The way I feel like it was his first like outing as like dissing someone full track focus.
Right.
It was his first. I feel like he was like he's kind of like getting warmed up. That's what it felt like. Euphoria felt like he was getting warmed up.
It was a warning shot.
It was a warning shot.
Well, hold on. Before you jump into that, Majin, I'm gonna say this: with Euphoria, the things that he was saying outweighed the quality of the actual song.
Facts.
He didn't really make a quality song so much as saying things that people wanted to hear him say about Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, when you say nigga, it's weird to me. I don't know, but that's just me.
Oh yeah, that I remember.
It ain't even got to be that deep, but it's still crazy to me.
Now.
Right. I'm speaking on behalf of the culture. Like
hey, but that bar about him and fucking when I see you stand next to Sexy Red, I believe you see two backwards.
Right, but again, those are good bars.
Yeah.
But when you listen to the song though, you can't really catch a vibe on that. You can't really nod your head to it the way that you nod your head to other songs though.
Right, but that's the same reason why Cassidy is not a great top level. He only had one album. Okay. Cassidy's a battle rapper. Kendrick has actually been around battle raps. He's battle rapping right now. You feel me? He's mixing it up. So But it was it was getting started. But go ahead, cuz my bad.
But I agree. Like that's something that you would hear on one of his albums. That's a song that you'd expect to be the intro to one of his albums.
It felt like that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with the beat switch and everything like that. But let me get your take on Euphoria, cuz.
I mean, for me, man, like I said, I could tell that Kendrick meant everything that he was saying. Like, this could still be a friendly fade, but like, you know, nigga, I really don't like you. Like, I can respect you as an artist. We've worked together. You're sensitive. It's cool. But like, nigga, I really don't fucking like you. This is not what you want. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, it was a nice warning shot because it was like, you sure you want to do this? Because like, I could do this. You feel me? Like, so me, I liked it. And I'll take it over Taylor Made just because, once again, if he would have dropped the original, if he would have got me like the 2, you know what I'm saying, then it would be like, hey, I did this, but I'm doing this to piss you off. I could take that. But just for me, you know, Pac is one of my favorites. So I'm biased. I can't hold you up on that.
Before I let Pac roll in his grave because of a light-skinned Canadian
nigga.
Oh, yeah. Man. So this is where things got weird in the culture.
Mm-hmm. We don't want to hear you say nigga. No. That shit.
Yep, that's where it is. And it started a whole bunch of articles, and Dion got people kicked out of group chats.
Word? Wait, what? Dead ass? What happened?
It was that line, and it opened up a lot of talking about colorism and
that.
Like, what are we doing now? Like
that added another element.
It's sticky. Now it's sticky. I'm like, okay, so Drake's not black? Is Drake not black anymore? Is
right. So now if you're a Drake fan, you support somebody who.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then just for me to like being objective, you're like, oh, you're a Drake fan, I get it. I'm like, nigga, is it? I'm just asking you.
Right. But
if
see that
because Malcolm X is not. Malcolm X is mixed, y'all.
Right.
Rosa Parks was mixed.
Right, but that plays into looking at him differently. That plays into
it's too sticky. And I was saying, and this is where the argument kind of came in. And like, it's like, nah, he's black. If it's another reason, then something you got to say something else. He's Drake's. You can't. It's too sticky any other way.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
What you got, D. Smith?
As a light skinned nigga,
okay. Oh my god! I think a light skinned black man,
a light skinned black man. I will say that we get a bad rap. So
you see,
as much as I don't like that fool,
all emotional. Our resident light skin will speak. Go ahead.
Yo, hey, listen.
As far as the light skinned delegation,
oh shit! Hey,
I will say that Drake does not represent us. But
Arthur called my man Lord Lightskin, bro.
Lord Lightskin. that might have to be my name next time. But I just don't like him because he's always been soft. But it has nothing to do with him being light skinned. It just so happens
that was the problem.
He has to be, my
and that was the problem.
Parent.
Everything got tied into that.
Yeah,
that was why I'm like, we can't listen, y'all aren't ready for this road. If y'all want to be Dr. Umar all the way, then let's do it. Like, then let's do it for real. Mm-hmm. But around me, ain't no way you're gonna be Dr. Umar like what and then right. Videos you can smash them. You want to smash white chicken? You can't do that right now. Ain't no way. Pick a side.
Yeah. You're either one or the other.
Pick a side. You want to do that? All right. Let's D. Smith face the wall. Put one in your head. Like let's go. You want to go full? Let's go. We ain't gonna do half and half for this battle. That's dumb as fuck.
Oh shit.
I can't be cream and coffee. I gotta be either cream or coffee.
You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. So we're gonna pick it. So if you can't, and I can get it. Like, I don't want to hear Drake say like you sound weird saying it. Like then say that. Don't say he ain't a lot. Don't do that. That's where I was getting because that shit was getting people. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? What are you talking about really right now? Malcolm X is half white.
What you saying, Margin? What you saying, dog?
Look, so like. This is why this was so shocking, because like, okay, we all know that Drake is like half white, right? Half black, right? But then when you really think about it, bro, you're like, bro, when did this nigga start saying nigga? Like, when did he just start sliding this in here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really had to think about it. So, like, when Kendrick said, I even hate the way you say the word nigga. He said that it was funny, right? But then he brought it home by being like, we don't want to hear you say it no more. And it was like, ooh, damn. Well,
Yeah, he said we. Y'all got volunteered.
you feel me? It's like,
Everyone got volunteered now.
you know, it's like, oh shit. Well,
Right.
now you actually got to think about it. Like, who
We
did
don't
allow
know.
Drake to say nigga? Like, we knew him as Jimmy, and like definitely on the Canadian show, bro. Once again, bro, like, come on. That nigga was not, he still was a white character on that show. I don't give a fuck what you said.
Wow. Wow.
See, and that's where it's sticky because
You feel me?
what everybody did with that bar. It's what
So,
everybody
like,
did outside of what Kendrick said.
yeah, that one just hit it home. That one really made everybody question Drake like a real nigga to be like, you know what? You're right. Why am I who? So it was kind of fucked up because like that would go over, you know, majority of the public, majority of the industry, you know, everybody's like, well, you know, it's just a word we should be able to say it. Of course, most motherfuckers are gonna hear that and be like, whatever. Us, like, huh. So it kind of stuck. It just as that warning shot, it just kind of like, nigga, like I can revoke your black card, bro.
Okay, so this plays into the big picture here. The intent, once it escalated past the whole West Coast thing, and Drake saying, you know, burning tattoos, that's prison slang. You not from that. I get more love in LA than you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing my chains to the, you know what I mean? Like I can post up in Compton, blah, blah, blah. The intent went from I'm proving I'm a better rapper than you to I want people to look at you differently. Euphoria was the first step in people looking at Drake's character and starting to ask questions. Okay. After that, we get 616 in LA. Now, from a rapping standpoint and a flowing standpoint, 616 in LA to me is my favorite diss track, bro. The way that Kendrick jumped on that beat and just flowed on it all the way through was fire to me. Even if the bars weren't that heavy, whatever. But my favorite line in there was, everyone in your circle is whispering, you deserve this. Every dog has his day. Now live in your purpose. Like that's Loaded Lux right there talking to Calico. That's what I took from that. And you know what I mean? Calico is from the city, cuz I fuck with Calico, but
he did that.
But live in your purpose. What does that mean when you tell another man to live in his purpose?
Stop being a bitch.
What does that mean? Who would have ever thought OVO was working for me? You put money in the streets and came back with no receipts.
Heavy, man.
Like to me, he was talking to him.
Yeah.
There wasn't too many punchlines. It didn't get too dirty. But Kendrick went on a lyrical exercise of why you're not a better rapper than I am on 616 in LA.
Yep.
Living your purpose is my favorite line of this whole battle. What was y'all thoughts on 616 in LA, bro?
I liked it. That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
It was my favorite.
I really fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? He was really letting them know, like, nigga, I do this 100 niggas that you got on salary and 20 of them want you as a casualty. And one of them is actually next to you and two of them is practically tired of your lifestyle. Like, bro.
Paranoid, bro.
Like that's rapping. That is rapping.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping it would stay.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that because I can appreciate the way that you put that together. You rapped on that. You wasn't really.
Wait, and we missing one?
No, this is chronological.
Did we do Meet the Grams?
Nope.
That's after Family Matt. Well, kind of.
Okay.
All right. Got you.
So that's Friday night. Family Matters.
Of course, Uncle Jack knows the timestamp and day.
Listen, I went to bed early on Friday night and woke up to fucking chaos, dog.
Nigga, nuts out there.
And I just see the picture of the van for Family Matters, dog. Majin, you lead it off with Family Matters, bro.
All right, with Family Matters.
Context outside of the van, I don't know what else the video was about. So maybe
I don't either.
I mean, yeah, bro, that was it. Like, the main thing was like the van. Then other than that, it was like him talking to like grave diggers. I don't know. It was too. Yeah, man. Like he went to a graveyard, and then it was like something being buried or something.
Yeah, dude with a red bandana on.
Yeah, and then we're in the back of the car, but it's supposed to look like a coffin. It was just bad. Like,
and a spinning G unit chain for some reason.
Which was kind of hard. That was a hard intro, but like instead of him opening up, with him opening up with nigga, that shit was trapped, bro. That shit was crazy. But it was all right. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely say that like I had a bop. You know what I'm saying? I definitely was like, oh, okay. You know, when they say like this is the club, be like, okay, Drake is doing what he does best. You know what I'm saying?
Instrumental. That first beat was hard.
I gotta bring up what were the scathing lyrics in this one? Family Matters.
I mean,
this is where shit escalated with his child, right?
I think he said something about the kid not being his. Whitney ain't happy.
Well, I kind of checked. I was like,
domestic violence.
You beat your wife. That's why you moved to New York, I think.
Yeah, you know.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, gas because you hit my. Oh no, never mind. Go ahead.
Domestic violence. Rick Ross Rick Ross is a corrections officer. Rick Ross on Ozempic. Metro Boomin. He said Metro's name. He used Metro's government name for some strange reason because we would know his government name.
He could have left the kids out of this. Don't blame me.
Yeah,
that his wife. Nigga.
Yeah.
That is wife.
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy.
Yeah.
I get the bar for the.
Where's your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man of the house, and he's talking about the female he mentioned on Family Morale, Mr. Morale, that became a man. My auntie's now a man now.
Yeah.
I did not.
There was some bars in there about going to Atlanta for a tour guide because Atlanta is the Black Pride capital of the United States.
That's for Weekend.
Oh,
right?
I don't know.
He was just saying he was big down there. That's all.
I don't know who that was for, to be honest. But yeah, you know, Rick Ross on Ozempic, more Rick Ross strays, and then we get to ASAP Rocky.
You can tell Uncle John just wanted to get to ASAP Rocky.
Yo,
that stuff ASAP Rocky.
Because like I said, I had to run that back. Like ASAP really caught the worst bars on that, man. Who was I smashing? So you do the math. Okay. Leave that boy alone, ASAP. You won. ASAP won. Don't get me wrong. He caught a W. ASAP Rocky caught a W. But and D Smith, you was foul. That shit you said was foul, bro. That was foul, D Smith.
I'm just looking at who was in that picture.
That was
because we have the hindsight of knowing what was going on that night.
But the gist of Family Matters, I think it sounded good, but I think it lacked a little bit of focus.
Agreed.
You know, you don't want to be seen with someone who's blacker than you. You rap like you freed the slaves, but you had a baby with a mixed queen.
Cringe.
I've been with black
that
and white.
Whole thing I wish did not get brought. So that's why I don't think it was pre-made.
Oh, okay.
That's a direct response to the nigga.
Okay, so like the first half is pre-made.
Okay.
We can go with that. Like the first part was pre-made.
Cause it's like he danced around. Yeah, right.
On this, I mean, it's true. Nigga slimy for my AP. Always rapping like you're about to get the slaves fed.
Yeah, that was not good.
First out, you hate the girls I fuck, but what you really mean? Because that was all the girls I fucked and all that shit happened in
right. And there were still bars for Rick Ross at the beginning of that too.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
We get that you like to put gin in your juice. We get that you think that you bishop in juice. That
was funny. That was actually kind of funny, bro.
Yeah.
And then at the end,
I didn't love the race stuff.
Yeah, like you didn't. Yeah, that to me that just
nobody
doesn't.
wins that shit. Nobody.
No, because that that wasn't really necessary though. Like you don't
You don't want to open. Nobody wants to open that box.
right. All you got to do is rap. If we're gonna rap, just rap. But when you start getting into domestic violence and you know our kids should play together, two light-skinned kids should be cute, like so you're actually buying into the idea that there's a separation between being light-skinned and being African American. Like that part's a little bit dicey because you don't have to do that. You don't got to do that.
It look good.
And then you go back to the domestic violence thing. Is it domestic abuse because she's bigger than you? Like, all right. And I actually no, you know what? I take that back. To me, my favorite bars out of the song was when they say white boy, something it makes sense because they waved the white flag and people and they in the club dancing to it. I like that bar. I like that. I fuck with that line right there. I thought that was a dope line.
White boy it got a ring to it.
Yeah. Because when they waved the white flag, people dance in the club and sing to it. That was dope. But it wasn't enough of what made sense on that song. All right, cool. Meet the Grams comes out.
Bring up Meet the Grams.
15 minutes after.
Margin, go ahead, man.
Meet the Grams.
Man, hey, nah, this right here, dog. This is terrible. Okay, first you talking to somebody's child, right? Then you talk to his mother and his father, and then you talk to, you know, the supposed girl who is also out there, this other child, and then you talk to him. But also at the same time, while you're talking to him, you're still talking to him. Like this is one of those anthology pieces. Like nigga, I can really do poetry and talk about you at the same time. Like I could do this, but
Anthology piece.
I'm gonna give a piece to every part and everybody that's connected to you and show you that you're all a piece of shit.
Because family matters. So meet the Grams.
Because family matters. So meet the Grams. And for it to come out 15 minutes after and do more numbers, fucking diabolical.
When was he?
Man is here. Boogie Man is here.
When was he in the studio though?
Nigga.
Sucks.
This was ready. It had to been ready already.
Yeah.
Your grandfather should have worn a condom.
So
no, man, just the first line. Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father.
Adonis verse.
I'm sorry that man is your father.
I would love it without the Adonis verse. I feel like the bringing the child in was a bit out of character for me.
You talked about my wife. Well,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean, though.
Look,
but like
you talked about my fiance. Drake doesn't have any fiancés. You have supposed bitches and baby mothers, so I can't go anywhere else.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he got pulled into the mud by doing that.
See, I think where we underestimated Kendrick Lamar is that that's a man that you know Compton, man.
He's about it, nigga. My family over yours. Fuck you, kids.
Mr. Morale.
He is now.
Yeah, but I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out for my family, nigga.
He is now. I mean, the cover of Section 80 is pretty explicit as far as what he came from.
And I know you heard that one song where it was what was it? Triple X on Damn, where he talked about, you know, homeboy he's like, I'm about to go to this gun convention, even though that one of his, you know what I'm saying, homies got killed, they lost one of their children. He's like, but if it was even somebody in my family, I can't say it. I'm too holy to be saved, nigga. I'm gonna go there too. But I'm gonna do my best.
But on that, you do have a point, Charles. You got a point in that, you know, the cover of To Pimp a Butterfly is, you know, we out in front of the White House, you know what I mean?
Radical.
Shirtless, right? But Section 80, I mean, it's a scale and some weed and about 1,000 rounds of ammunition. But so you said without the Adonis verse, you still not crazy about the Adonis verse.
I feel like that's where things was like, okay, where what are we doing?
Yeah,
but that's online forever.
It is.
It's online forever. People are, and this is kind of like the part where it's like, I feel like the responsibility. There's comments on comments and posts of these guys' kids of fans making fun of these guys' kids online, bro.
Nasty work, disgusting. That's
Like,
not hip hop. That's not hip hop.
It just, I'm like, golly, like, it's probably definitely started with the Whitney thing, which I'm guessing this. I'm like, this guy must not know if he's surprised, like, why are we bringing kids into this?
Right.
You don't understand the gravity of bringing someone's spouse into this.
So and let's address. Let's get to the real heart of what he said on that song about the allegations and all of that stuff, right? Now, I got two schools of thought on this here. My first reaction was, damn, this is some real scathing shit to say about somebody on a song, right? You know, they policing it. He gave up a lot of secret society talk on that song, man. A lot of secret society, really bad shit that he was alluding to on that song. Do I believe it? I'll be the first one to tell y'all. I don't think that all of what he said about him specifically on that song is the truth. I don't believe that. However, what I'm going to say is that if the intent was him saying this to look at his adversary in a different light than what he was looked at previous to that song dropping, he accomplished that mission. He accomplished that mission. And the difference in this is Kendrick Lamar never once came out and said, none of what you said about me is a lie, right? Mm-hmm. In this age of social media, a denial is as good as an admission of guilt. When you say, no, I didn't do it, people are going to take that as you lying. You're automatically lying if you said you didn't do it. Okay. It's not fair, but it's the truth. If he would have said, no, I never did what you said I did to my woman, the kids are mine, somebody out there would have been like, no, that nigga did that.
That nigga lying. That nigga lying.
He lying like a motherfucker. Yeah, Kendrick hit his wife. Yeah, that's not his kid. No, he just pretended he didn't hear any of that, right? Do you look at Drake the same way you looked at him 2 months ago after Meet the Grams?
You want my honest opinion? I've always looked at Drake as he was weird, bro. Come on, man. If y'all haven't paid attention, bro, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the episode of Atlanta with Childish Gambino?
Yes, I watched that whole show.
Okay. Come on, bro.
Was Drake in it?
No. It was the whole ploy was it was talking about how like Drake would have these intense ass, like almost like dating show rituals. All these girls are bused to a certain house, then they're watched for a minute, they talk to the homies, and then they're bused to another house, and then it's another selection, and then whoever chosen from that, then they go meet them, have sex with them, or do whatever. You know what I'm
saying? And none of the people at the house speak English.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Atlanta was very slick with the writing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like there's always been things that have been in the media, but like now it's like somebody's actually saying it. So like since it makes somebody actually, it's here to make the industry and make everybody question them. Like now it's kind of like bringing it to light because it is like, you know, there's old Twitter posts and there's old things and shit like that. So like for me, the allegation part, that definitely was the point.
Be real careful, dog.
You know, like that was real, like you know, now you got to pay attention. And then like you really can tell that like Kendrick is really saying like I don't give a fuck, bro. It's my family against yours, you know. So like at this point, it's like all bars are off. Like when Kendrick said I hated you in a couple songs ago, like nigga, I really legit hate you. Like I'm paying attention, I'm watching you. Like I know about you, I know about your family, and then I mean, you know, the artwork is gone, but even if it was fed to him or not, but like even then, I got somebody close to you to get me this information. You know what I mean?
We're gonna get to that too. Charles, talk to me, man.
Do I think the view of Drake changes, right? So this has a couple of things. So are we talking Epstein level shipping young girls off?
No.
Well, we're not talking that. We're just talking that he's sleeping with underage women.
Yeah, he's calling him a hardcore pedo, pill popping, and a gambling addiction.
Pill popping, possibly gambling, most likely.
I'm talking the industry perception of him. That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about.
I
Does
mean,
that for you? Does any of that change?
I don't think anyone saw Drake as a good person.
That's
Thank
okay.
you.
I
Thank
dig.
you.
I don't think anyone. Imagine you say you didn't see him as a good person.
Yeah.
So I don't think that changed. The only thing that would probably change is if there was some credence to that pedo shit. Because
Okay.
because people like hanging out with bad people. I don't know
Right.
if people know this.
Right.
People like having a black. Diddy's an awful person.
Nigga, but apparently he got video on everybody.
Yay.
Let's
Diddy's now, hey.
be real careful.
Now we
You know
got
what I'm
the Drake
saying?
files about to pop up. You
Let's
feel
be
me?
real. Let's be real careful.
Yeah, I don't that was the one thing I was like, this is an interesting take because he's already been the villain, as I said. Like so to double down on this guy's a bad guy. What was the hook? 69 God?
60. Oh yeah, the next one. 69 God.
69 God. I'm like, okay.
Freaky ass nigga. He's a 69 God.
Yeah, like, but this is obvious, like with the nudes and like he got surgery.
Him waiting on Billie Eilish's birthday.
I don't know
But that
nothing
shit's
about
fake,
that.
right? That was a fake post.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know anything about that, bro.
The thing they said I'm waiting, that was a fake. It's not real. It's Photoshop.
I don't.
No, bro. No.
Listen,
Him saying I can't wait. No, dog, that's real.
I don't want to know nothing about that.
Way. They said it was photoshopped online.
Look, then him being him being at who's the actress from Stranger Things?
Millie Bobby. Yeah.
They texting, you know what I'm saying? And then they talk about they ain't gonna say what they going on with. He waited for an old girl to turn 18, then he took her on a date to go to a restaurant. Bro,
this is where it goes left. This is where it goes.
Man, it goes deep, dog.
Listen, I don't want to be legally responsible for anything that's said on this podcast.
I'm only saying anything. I'm just like Cat Williams. I'm only saying things that has been reverted out and let y'all go do your own research.
I don't understand how pedophiles think or anything.
Well, that's not the purpose of this exercise here. That's not the purpose here. Let's respectfully, brothers. We almost at 3 hours. Let's stay on track, please.
All
right.
I think outside of that part, which we're not gonna get into, I see it very similar. Villain kind of look at him. He'll jump on some hits of upcoming artists, and people will forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Meet the Grahams canceled out Family Matters.
Yeah, just off the strength of like the time drop 15 minutes after. Yeah,
Okay.
Shut that shit up. Put this shit in.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I mean, what was it? What did he drop after that? What was what was after that? Not Like Us. Not Like Us was okay. That was
Not Like Us is next.
He did that for the West. He did that to hold down the West Coast.
And that bitch bumping.
I mean, yeah, that's a dope. It's dope.
Hey,
but I mean,
Mustard on the beat was killing with that one.
That's another album cut right there. And then
I hope he some of this shit for his album.
Yeah, for real. And then it ends with The Heart Part 6, right? To me, that was this right here.
Waving the flag.
That's when it's time to fold up and leave this man alone here. To me, The Heart Part 6. How do you name, like, what was the purpose of him naming that song that? Knowing that that's Kendrick Lamar's series. Why would he do that?
What do you want? Uncle Jack, you know why.
Pettiness.
It's petty. You type in Kendrick, if you type in Kendrick Lamar The Heart in YouTube, Drake's song comes up.
Okay.
And what was the next part that was supposed to be released before his next album?
6.
The Heart Part 6.
Okay. So but what does that accomplish for him though, other than being petty? Because overall, it wasn't a bad song, but it sounded like him basically saying, I don't want this anymore. It's over. I don't want to do this anymore. He said, I don't want to dish you anymore, right? I think he sounded defeated on that song, personally.
Yeah.
And more spiteful than anything else, because he reused the domestic abuse angle for him and his significant other. He reused the angle of the kid might not be yours. And then he dived into a personal situation that happened with Kendrick that he already addressed on his last album, right? If Mr. Morale was such a flop and not a quality album, why'd you listen to it? You
Yeah.
see what?
And then also, why are you denying everything? You're the first to deny.
Okay, true, but you got to get in front of some things for corporate sponsors and all of that. The other part of it is this here. To me, what sticks out is we fed you that information. And then who'd you get the information from? Huh? So you put out fake information about yourself? Why?
And Kendrick said that. He said, I can already see your angles. He said that.
But my thing is, who puts out fake info about themselves to make that look like a chess move?
I mean, post Pusha,
Like,
I would definitely put out fake information. It throws you off. It will throw it'll throw you off. Especially if you're digging, it'll throw you off.
right. But that can backfire on you too, though, bro, because if it makes you look like more of a cornball, though, that you put out fake info about yourself for a rap battle.
Yeah, nigga. Like you're spreading rumors about yourself.
All you got to do is rap.
You spread rumors about yourself, nigga?
All you got, like, bro, all you got to do is rap. Like, this ain't the Super Bowl,
That should have been
bro.
disc number 2. That should have
Yeah.
been. They're past. They're way past that.
But fake, like, I'm just saying, to me, putting out fake information about yourself is getting in your own head. You're psyching yourself out for a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not already. My bad. Go ahead.
To like throw people off the scent,
right?
Like,
but you're already the biggest artist in the world. You don't have to do any of that. You just got to be yourself to win the war. Like, the reason why people think he came out better in the Pusha T situation is because after it, he sold records.
He did not come out a good.
No, he didn't. If you know hip hop, he didn't. But to his fans, it looks Drake looked like the winner because he just continued to be Drake.
You don't think he's gonna sell records?
A minor.
Of course, he's gonna sell records. But you already. What I'm saying is this here. Kendrick Lamar was the only person that could get Drake to play himself like that. He admitted on the song that he put out fake information on himself. No other artist can get away with that. Drake is the only guy that can get away with admitting that he marked himself out. And people still think that he's the winner because he's who he is. Like, that's the most.
He did it on purpose, right?
That is the most fucked up reverse psychology art of war bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
But okay, I'm trying to see what I'm missing. So why wouldn't he want him to focus on stuff that's not true?
I have no idea.
Isn't that like he would want him to focus on stuff that's not true, right?
But I have no idea why you would admit that you did that, though. You see what I'm saying?
It's the what's the prestige?
I don't know. Like,
no.
I don't know.
He didn't know what he was doing, man.
Yeah, no, he didn't have shit else to talk about. Like,
I don't know.
I gave you a topic. He's trying to make it be like, oh, I gave you something to come out and rap about. Your fans are gonna love me because look, I gave them some entertainment because I poked the bear.
I don't know what the value is on if Kendrick Lamar had nothing to say about him, why would you give him something fake to say about you? That plays more into the angle of tearing down your character. Because now you look like a cornball for doing that. Yeah. For a rap battle.
He is.
Okay.
For a rap battle.
I was thinking of it wrong. So my assumption was, okay, we're in war right now.
Yeah.
But probably after whenever this, I guess this would have started.
All right, but look. When do you feed and tell everybody else that you gave the enemy false information after you've won?
That's what he's saying. That's what I'm saying. He believes he won.
No, yeah, he believes it, but the song and the way he's saying it, it just makes you tell on yourself because, nigga, it is not done. It is not done just because you say it's done.
That was this last song, right?
Yeah. But I'm just saying.
So I was under the impression that he thinks he's done. Right. But it just looks crazy
it looks crazy because if the guy didn't have anything to say about you,
But he
it
did
would
have stuff to say. He just
right,
liked the meteor stuff.
right. It just would
That's
have
not
been
true.
better. It just would have been better for you to let him not have something to say about you than to dig into your character and then you prove that you're a goofy with a check. He said you were a goofy with a check to begin with, right? A goofy with a check is the only kind of guy that's going to put out fake information about himself for a rap battle.
I see what you're saying now. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you look like a super
I've been
cornball.
watching too much Billions, bro.
Oh yeah. Like, because bro, like, how do you run? Like, there's counterintelligence and then there's counterintelligence.
I get it.
The counterintelligence that you ran was counter to your counterintelligence.
Wait, this is a weird battle, bro. You're
Very
right.
weird.
You're right.
This is
It's
a weird
weird.
battle.
Very weird.
It's weird.
Because again, like that
Because
looks
to me, I was thinking like, oh yeah, you put him to say some. Okay, you probably have some real shit.
yeah.
So you give them some fake shit to focus on, which is what they would do in Billions for like
Right.
stuff. But so that's what I was
Right.
thinking. Of,
But
this is gonna fed them.
only-
But in the raps of a rap battle, it doesn't make sense.
No. 'Cause,
at all.
like,
You can only say that after the rap battle is done. Then you can be like, yeah, you know, have that shit. I fed that shit to you, but
No.
it's not done.
but you don't do that like before, because on 616 in LA, he said that there's people giving this information and your information came back lame. But then you come back and say, I gave you false information. There's one smart, there's two smart, and then there's three smart. When you're three smart, you're outsmarting yourself for trying to be too smart.
Yep, you set yourself up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the dude that's playing the dude that's based on the dude in real life.
So the whole thing where the narrative that Kendrick had a mole, that was, from what I was thinking, that Kendrick had a mole. It was a ploy from Drake's side. Is
We
that
don't know.
bro. No, bro. I don't think he's
We,
that.
we don't know.
I don't
Isn't that
think-
what he's saying? That's what he's saying.
That's what he's trying to say. But
Right.
why would you do that?
Oh, I get it. Are we saying that he's lying?
Maybe we don't know.
Because again,
Y'all confuse the fuck out of me.
No, because again, who listen, Charles, the dream is collapsing. That's what's happening right now. The dream is collapsing.
Think about Inception into this.
Yeah, the dream is collapsing. And I don't understand.
I'm
Again,
lost.
you gotta be again, like you got the like, I'm sorry, bro. Who moves like that in real life? Again,
It's
there's
weird.
you don't you don't run counterintelligence that's counter to your own counterintelligence. You're spying on yourself, and then you told the fans that you spied on yourself because you couldn't win the rap battle. I don't get it, bro.
Oh my head. I feel like I understood this way better before.
Like I tried to distract you, but it didn't really work because I couldn't. Like if I gave you counterintelligence, if I gave you some bad news, then I should have been able to hit you with some zingers, but you didn't.
But
Right.
he did give him bad news because they took the art down, right? That's fake shit.
I don't know. Did the art come down?
The artwork did come down, but it also came down because you got to think about it. There was a picture of a medicine bottle on that shit. That's legality.
Oh yeah,
concerns.
that is HIPAA.
Mm.
That's HIPAA.
You feel me?
But I don't like my whole point of it is like
This is the
it
most
just
confusing rap battle of all time.
right. And
Yes.
to me, it plays into the passive aggressiveness
Of
that
Drake.
of Drake.
Yeah.
Right. You said that he's a villain, but when he tries to be, he works best as a passive aggressive villain. The counterintelligence move that he ran to where he outsmarted himself was the move of somebody trying to be aggressive that doesn't know how to be aggressive. So to somebody who's passive aggressive, putting out fake information about yourself is the closest thing that you can do to being actually aggressive.
And so it's like he put up a smoke, but like Kendrick saw through that shit and still bit your ass. Like still got right through it. Like I can still see you.
Yeah, like imagine 50 Cent putting out fake information about himself. Like, what if 50 Cent says, I you know what I mean? I got shot, but I didn't get shot. Like,
Right. This nigga got shot 9 times.
Mhm.
But
You know what I'm saying?
instead of getting shot 9
He gets shot
times,
9 times. Yo, tell him it was 10.
right?
Right. Tell him it was an extra one.
And then when Ja Rule gets on the track and says, "Yeah, niggas hit you 10 times," and 50 Cent comes back and says,
Bitch, it was 9.
"It was only 9."
Yeah, like no.
It was only 9. Psych. No, like that's another stain on your character. Your character takes another hit because you proved that you're a goofy with a check. A goofy with a check puts out
Cornball.
fake information.
Cornball.
Okay. I'm wrapping my head around it.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Kendrick came out of this wounded too, man. He came out of this wounded. He didn't come out of this with no scars. We're not gonna front like that. He definitely came out of this wounded. But I think he took more away from Drake than what Drake took away from him. But they both came out of this with some scars.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, shit, what's gonna happen next?
Is it over with?
That cold track.
It's not over with.
My brothers.
Oh my god.
It ain't over with.
Letter to My Brothers is gonna be epic, bro. And the comment section on that is gonna this is the greatest hip hop song ever written,
bro. Literally, when he apologized, they thought. I'll be honest, I'm more excited for a cold track now than another diss.
Right. J. Cole needs to give us the rundown of his perspective.
Yeah, because what angle is he gonna take?
With the raspy voice.
Can we all just get a
He gonna come in with the raspy.
Rodney King, can we all just get along?
Tales of the Two Countries.
He gonna come in with
2 countries.
Yeah, he gonna come in with the raspy voice. I just wish that my brothers would speak. This ain't I just wish my brothers would speak. This is about hip hop, y'all, and it's really bigger than me.
Nigga.
I had dreams about a flight to the T dot. Came back and talked to K dot.
She's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Because what else can he do?
I thought about the video that we shot.
That's great.
No, the fall off.
Probably gonna be some shit like that.
Look, the fall off, nigga. He cannot drop that album right now. If he dropped the fall off right now, my nigga really would fall off.
Look, I'm telling you, that's gonna be epic. Niggas are gonna be crying.
Thematic to actually falling off from that.
Right. Grown men are gonna be crying tears when J. Cole drops that song "Tale of Two Countries." Letter to My Brothers. The comment section on that is gonna be, "This was J. Cole's plan all along." He just wanted.
Cole was right.
He was lying low. He was being strategic.
He just wanted to bring them together. This is why J. Cole is the most important artist since Rakim.
Oh, they're gonna turn it.
Oh hell no!
He finally made Nas proud.
Nah.
I want to see him do it.
He finally made Nas proud.
Because if not, you already know it. I want to see some blood.
Look, man. I think we've had enough.
Yeah,
we've had enough.
I don't think there's any room for another disc.
Yeah, he doesn't need, at this point, they need to get in the studio and put together an album. They need to make quality albums.
This album is gonna be a whole diss album.
No, I'm talking.
Can they move past this?
Yes.
Nah.
My question to y'all is
nah.
My question to
Hell
y'all,
no.
will this end in a wet fart?
What do you mean?
This beef between them two.
This is gonna end like Pusha T and Drake did.
Well, hold on. The reason I say yes is because like rappers aren't really selling records anymore, bro. No. Who's really paying to listen to these guys' music, right? The best thing that can happen for the two of them coming out of this is that they both put out albums that people go out and pay money to listen to, and that they both go on tour and make money off of the rap beef. The rap beef is cool, but it needs to lead into the two of them putting out great albums.
Okay.
This whole exercise is going to be a complete failure if the two of them come out and drop albums that aren't fire. So Kendrick needs to get back in the lab and get on his Mad City shit, and Drake needs to get back in the lab and get on his Scorpio shit. R&B records and music that women want to listen to. And then it'll work. That's what they need to do. I'm over it now. I don't need another diss track. This has been the greatest week in hip hop history, but now we need to move on to quality music, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. You know, I'm cool. I'm cool. Somebody got to go.
I'm good.
Somebody gotta
Somebody
go.
got to go. And
I'm good. I'm good. When we gonna get to the
You
next?
think they'll diss
you
again?
feel me? You feel me? I need to see these niggas get in the ring, bro. Drake got to go ahead and just exit left, bro. You know, you've been outed. You've been whited. You've been spotted.
Listen, he ain't going nowhere. Drake is too valuable of a commodity. Too many people that make money off his music. He ain't going nowhere, bro. But
You ain't get the point.
Metro was fouled for that BBL Drizzy shit, man.
No, nigga, he opened it up for the general public to get on your ass. It's over with. My man's ego is gonna be hurt after this. There's no way.
Right. And if that's the case, that's why Kendrick wins out of this.
Yeah, because he's never like, even though you say he's gonna make a great album, he's never gonna sound the same.
No. And not only that, but wait till Rick Ross drops a 16 over BBL Drizzy, because you know it's coming. Wait till you hear
Nigga. My
Wait till you
nigga
hear
getting
that.
he's getting dissed over in Japan.
Listen, but
Damn.
it's okay.
Right.
If he puts out an album with quality music, it's okay. It is okay. Drake. If Drake can put out
Drake hasn't put out an album quality music in years.
Right. His last joint.
He is completely. This is what I mean. He is completely immune to this.
Immune?
He's immune to this.
It's that new Drake. That's just the way it go.
On records. This does not impact him at all. Rap doesn't impact Drake.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean he do got ties to most of the communication, you know what I'm saying, that way sometimes.
Yeah, right.
It's not like it's because of talent. It's just he's just like the boy.
He's tied in. But
he's not a man.
The point of what Kendrick was doing, he wanted Drake to have to walk away with something to make him feel away when he looks in the mirror. That's what he wanted to do.
You, even though you say you the top, you are a bitch.
You remember it. To me, this was the 5-point exploding heart punch, bro. To me, that's what it was. This is something that you got to walk around with for yourself.
What do you think impacted him emotionally from this battle?
The fact that he had to wave the white flag on wax. The fact that he had to do that.
Think that impacted him?
I do, bro. I do. My bad. Go ahead, cuz. My bad.
No, sorry, cuz, not to cut you off, but I don't think he do. I think he simply thinks that he can just call this a stalemate and that they both won.
That's what I think he's doing. That he's just done dissing. So I don't think he feels like he forfeited.
Yeah.
To answer your question, that's an ego thing.
It is, absolutely.
But I think the reaction from his peers at the top levels of the industry is what makes a difference here. When Metro Boomin is the top producer in hip hop right now, bro.
Bro, you think Drake respects any of those people that dissed him?
If he didn't respect him, he wouldn't have said their name, bro.
Because they dissed him.
What did ASAP Rocky have to do with it?
We're not talking about Jay and M.
ASAP was on he was on the Metro Boomin album too.
You don't care about ASAP them.
But he also said something about Rihanna on his album previously. So
you know who Drake respects? That's obvious. You know who he respects? That's obvious. You guys all know this because he didn't say a word to him. Kanye
or Future.
No, he said something.
He didn't say a word to Kanye, and Kanye went straight at him. Fuck Drake, and made that his crazy. He didn't even bother saying anything about Kanye.
Okay, you're right.
If it was Kanye, if it was M, if it was Jay, I would understand that peer stuff. He doesn't. He one of the niggas that think better than everybody.
Yeah, no, he afraid of Future. That's for sure.
I don't think he wanted smoke with Future.
No, the Future can say whatever the fuck he want about Drake. Him and Metro can make a whole album. He knows that Future does not play. That's probably how he got his mob ties.
I don't think he won't.
Oh, Future is in the street.
Nigga, Future is definitely in the streets.
But on the hits, on the charts too, though. Future, I don't listen to Future, but I don't think Drake wants music smoke with Future. Future is probably like the hip hop version of Chris Brown, if that's even possible.
On the first track, he did
very directly. Okay.
He did, but he still is afraid of him. That was it. We ain't get no more from Future.
I don't think he wants to go with Future because Future. I don't. Yeah, but anyway, that's different. That's different.
Yeah, he said that one line about you being sensitive over a bit. Da da da. Yeah, all right, cool. But
Okay.
nigga, yeah, pillow talking. Cool.
I don't think, but I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to go at Future like that. But to me, the only reason I say that though is nobody was secure enough to really speak on him and look at him the way that he's looked at today compared to a month ago. He's still gonna make hits. He's still gonna sell records, but you're never gonna walk this off. And before we close this out, I just want to say one thing, bro. The story of Adion is aging like the finest Pinot Grigio
Of
ever
all
made.
time, bro.
God, I was listening to that earlier today. The story of Adion is oh my goodness.
Like you push a key.
If that dropped today, if Story of Adion dropped today, it would hit the same way, bro.
It would.
Me and my niece was listening to that. Let that boy come home. Let that boy come home.
Playing Border Patrol. Yeah.
Yo, Steve Hart suit nigga made him. I didn't know who Dennis Graham was in 2017, bro.
Man.
I didn't know who, like, a lot of that went over my head. And you throw that on now, and it's like that shit came out today. But anyway, we spent too long talking about hip-hop.
We did. That was over an hour, man.
Yeah, my bad, bro. That was not part of the plan, man. This was not part of the plan.
Interesting.
It happens. It's been good entertainment.
I like perspective on shit, so
yeah,
it's very interesting.
But it's time to drop some albums, man. I haven't listened to a Drake album ever in my life.
You're not gonna listen to a Drake album. Stop.
I stopped after Take Care, and that was really executive produced by Weeknd, so doesn't count.
Oh, wow.
And Mr. Morale was not what I was looking forward to. It wasn't what I was expecting, but at the minimum, my interest is at least somewhat piqued in what kind of album the two of them can put together after this little situation.
Whoa. You think they're gonna do a joint album?
No. I'm saying, like, once
I was like, what?
Once they get back to the studio and start making music for their fan bases, I'm interested to see what that comes out looking like.
I am. Me too.
But Drake is going to be dropping subliminals towards Kendrick for the rest of his career, forever.
That's always been happening, though. You have to pay attention.
You're right. It reminded me of that scene. Y'all remember that scene in John Wick 2 when Common and John Wick was walking through the hallway shooting a little pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. But yeah. On that note, man, let's get the fuck up out of here. D Smith, man, I appreciate you being patient while we talked about this bullshit.
No. I found it interesting. It's just I just hope Kendrick wipes the floor with his pasty little ass.
Oh my god.
That's
all right. Let's yo, y'all niggas want blood, man. Y'all
are sure. I want chaos. I joined the army, nigga. I ain't no bitch.
Well, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. D Smith, take us home, man. Let's get out of here. What you got on the way out?
Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Be kind to each other.
Oh man.
All right. I got us next, man. Listen, man. The first half of this podcast was insane, bro. Like the energy that we have brought in 2024 to the behind the scene podcast is just insane, bro. Like we really done took this shit to another level, man. And we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. Majin, what we got on the way out?
And look, man, get your entertainment. This is a very revealing year. So clear yourself up, clear your money up. You know what I'm saying? Always, like, tax season over with, so I'm not gonna say pay your taxes. What I'm gonna say is invest in yourself.
Facts. Charles, take us home, brother.
Fucking love every time Majin speaks.
My man.
Always dropping jewels, bro.
Facts.
Really a revealing year. Did you hear what this man just said?
Money making margin.
Man. Yeah, man, same thing. Get your affairs in order. Work on yourself. Enjoy yourself. Stop glazing online, man.
Please.
Stop glazing online.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Man.
Let's leave that on the first half of the year.
Man, because
online, man.
yo, listen, bro. Like social media posts and all of that shit are like the modern day cave paintings. Like for real, these are the modern day cave paintings.
As they age, either poorly or like a fine wine, depending on
and all that meat riding, all that sword glazing, all that disappointing behavior that your fathers told you, all that disappointing behavior that your fathers told y'all not to engage in, that y'all didn't want to listen to, it's never gonna disappear. It's never gonna disappear. The legacy that you leave online, the social media posts that you leave online are the equivalent of a handprint on a fucking cave from 3,000 years ago, bro. Forever, ever. Please, don't be a meat rider. Don't be a sword glazer. Don't do any of that bullshit, man. Don't do any of that shit, bro. Don't do any of that shit, bro. I'm going to say it again. Be yourself.
That's a medieval diss.
It's a medieval diss. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's straight out of Game of Thrones, ain't it? But on that note, big shout outs to the director, Dion Donovan, Orion Online, Troy, Boycott Activity, Chaotic J, Arthur, Justin. I see you out there, brother. D. Smith, Majin, Money Making Majin, Pan African Phantom. Big ups to the shotters. OKingdomCome.com.
Buy the book.
Buy the book.
Don't tell them so soon.
And on that note, we out of here.
All right, y'all.